Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Cataclysm of Hyrule campaign. Um, we have been on a brief hiatus for a few weeks because I had family come down and visit, and I miss and love my family dearly, so I spent the whole time doing that pretty much. um, but yes, so um, our last broadcast, I was checking our last broadcast. Our last broadcast was September 29th. So it's been roughly 3 weeks. In between, we have been doing the 7 days broadcast for a little bit, but even that we haven't done for a while. So before we get into it, I'm going to just go over some refresher stuff and go through our morning through our introductions. So we've run a bi-weekly campaign for this. So these are campaign sessions. We do them every other week. And in the opposite week, we do other things. Sometimes it's a chat broadcast. Sometimes it's a broadcast of us playing 7 Days to Die because I love that game and I put at this point probably thousands of hours into it. But yeah, so we have been running this campaign in some iteration or another for years at this point. I believe this is. Hold on, I'm going to put on my audio, the player's mics for a second. Hey, what episode is tonight? Does anybody remember?
This is episode 69.
What?
Nice.
Nice. Okay, yes. All right.
Very, very fitting how we started off our conversation.
Yes, because we are all adults here. So yes, today marks episode
Correct.
69. In the Cataclysm campaign, we have logged well over 100 hours at this point. Um, and we are just having a blast doing it. We are at the point in the campaign where, amongst other things, the main priority to progress the storyline is visiting the temples and seeing what the temples have become and putting a more favorable spin on these things. Thus far, we have done 3 temples. We have done the Fire Temple, the Water Temple, and the Forest Temple. And we are still in the processes of making filling those temples with sages. So right now we have Gully as the Fire Temple Sage, and without misspeaking, we still have 2 tentative sages for the Water and Forest Temple, but we haven't gotten to that point. We have been building to it. If you've been watching if you've seen our last few episodes, if not, I don't want to spoil anything, so we'll leave it at that for the time being. But last episode, we delved a little bit further into the lore of things. We got a little bit more information on the Shadow Temple. We have learned the location of the Shadow Temple, which is beneath Lon Lon Ranch. And the entryway, and we also learned the entryway to the Shadow Temple as well. So those 2 things are very different. I'm excited for when we get to the Shadow Temple because it is unlike any other temple that we have done. It has a bit of a mystic vibe to it, and as we go through it, we are going to learn more about what it was, what it is, and what happened to it in the in-between. But before we get any further into that, I want to talk about the links in our link tree. The first thing I would like to talk about is our Discord server. All of these links can be found on our YouTube channel. They can be found on our Twitch channel. They can be found anywhere where we have things posted. But our link tree, we have a number of links, but three main links. We have our Discord server, we have our Facebook group, and we have our YouTube channel. So our Discord is the place where everything happens outside of, outside of the campaign sessions. It is the easiest way to reach us if you have any questions, or if you just want to say hi. Easiest way to reach us, definitely Discord. We have a number of interactive channels on Discord, including loot channels, chat channels, artwork and meme channels, and periodically we will run contests and voting things on our Discord. Excuse me. So, yeah. So check out our Discord. The second thing I want to talk about is our Facebook group. Our Facebook group creates event reminders. So if you have a Facebook and you want to know kind of what's going on and you want to keep up to date with any potential changes, absolutely go check out our Facebook group. This comes in really handy when things come up, such as, schedule changes for family going to town, coming into town, illness, holidays, all sorts of things can alter a schedule. So our Facebook group is the best place to keep on top of that. And lastly, we have our YouTube channel. Now, our YouTube channel is posted all the way up until episode 67 right now. I still have to render episode 68, and then I'll get that uploaded, and then sooner than later, I'll get the thumbnail, which I believe is just about ready. Yeah, looks real good. Putting the finishing touches on it, so I'll most likely upload the thumbnail for that tomorrow, while I'm rendering our previous episode, and then get this one going. So, yeah. But our YouTube channel is where we hold all of our campaign sessions. We don't upload any chat sessions. We don't upload any 7 Days to Die content. We simply upload our campaign sessions, which is what we're having tonight. So everything can be found there. Everything from the very first episode, which... you know what? I'm curious. I'm going to take a moment to look up how long ago our first episode was. So bear with me while I take a peek at this, because it's at the very least a personal curiosity of mine right now. But yeah, it's got to be over 2 years ago at this point. Let's see. My videos. Going all the way down. Episode 1 was, uploaded July 6th, 2024. So, shit, that doesn't feel like it's that long ago. Yeah. So, I gotta check the thumbnail. Discord. Alright. Where'd you put it? Alright. It's a bit slow to load for me, but it's coming up. Oh, nice. Nope, that looks awesome. I love it. Yeah. So I want to send out, two personal thanks on the matter. I went to, because I did have over the past, 2 months a number of schedule changes. So I want to thank Lido for being quick to update the scheduling for us. And I also want to send a thanks to Deacon, who has been doing the thumbnails for the previous 2 episodes. So, but on that note, I want to talk about something real quick and real serious. Even things that people enjoy can sometimes result in a bit of a burnout. And within the past 2 months, between a lot of things, I had a lot going on. I had a lot on my plate, and I burnt out a little bit. So when I did that, I reached out to everybody, and I was like, "Hey, this is what we got going on. This is what I need done. If anybody can chip in, absolutely help out." And Deacon has done the thumbnail that I will upload tomorrow for episode 68, episode 67, and he did the thumbnail for episode 66. So thank you, that is appreciated, and everyone that has helped and given me the breather to get back on my feet has been much appreciated.
That's really sweet of you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it. So, that being said,
guys are the best.
Yes. So, so you know what? I'm going to take it over to the screen, and we're going to go through our instructions for all the players. We have full all hands on deck today. Oh, clearly I forgot to. There we go. Okay, there we go. There's our familiar screen. Okay, so as a point of reference, because now we see the Hyrule map, I'm going to say that the green is where there is a what's called what we've referred to as a rock pile or a stone pile, and Zelda has told us that that is the entryway to the Forest Temple, and the circular motion around Lon Lon Ranch is where Zelda told the group that the Shadow Temple was beneath that. So, all right, so let me move on to introductions. Okay, so to my most left, starting off, we have Deacon. Deacon, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to be hanging out with you again, Fanpie.
Yes. Yes, it feels nice to get back into the swing of things.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Yes.
But yeah, I just wanted, because I don't have any good place to fit this commentary. I really wanted just stuffing standing in front of a giant hump of like molten iron. That turned out to be really hard to find. I dug for that for like 2 hours, and all I could find were fucking berserk screenshots of people saying it was too big, too heavy, and too rough. It was not a sword, it was a heap of raw iron. And I'm like, God fucking damn it, I just want what I'm actually searching for. I don't need the metaphor, please Google, but there was nothing.
Yes.
It was just
I'm sorry to interrupt, but what was that phrase again? Can Stuffin use that as his new catchphrase?
Hell yeah.
I just wanna stand in front of a big heap of molten iron.
I love it.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Stuffin.
Absolutely.
But yes, we can add more explosions if necessary. I was going to do a thing where it was just all explosions, but I figured that might be in poor taste.
All explosions.
It's episode 69. We can do as many explosions as we want.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes. We still have 2 more thumbnails to go. The episode 69 being the second one. But yes, we can absolutely just, cover this in explosions.
Hell yeah, believe it.
Yes. So anyway, if you do the work, I'll do the work. you make the explosions, I'll put them in.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Sold.
But yes, honestly, like I wholeheartedly feel what you're saying, because before I got like all of those like AI websites and background removing websites, before I got like all of my tools like situated, I was doing that same thing. I was sitting there in Google. I'm like, nope, that's wrong. Let me try to change this word. Nope, that's wrong. Let me branch from picture to picture to picture to picture to see if I could find it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I had to like most of these things I had to like manually crop out myself and stuff. Like with paint.net and shit, which I'm technically becoming very expedient at doing. But at the same time, I also forgot I could just ask AI for stuff now. I'm still not used to that as a concept.
Yeah.
Yes. AI is
I love AI for people like us, things that we do. It's great.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes, it has its appropriate uses and it has its other uses, the whole thing about AI artists getting like kicked out of cons. That's been a big thing lately. And they don't just kick them out, like they'll put like a little placard on their table and they'll be like, this artist was removed for using AI generated artwork. I'm like, ooh.
Damn.
Yeah, it is savage out there. But for a small time gig like us, where we're just having a good time, being around good people and doing things like, we're not, it's okay.
Yeah, like
for
if
us.
you're like trying to make a profit in using AI, I'm opposed to that.
Yeah,
it's more or less stealing at that point. So there's that. But I don't get paid for what I do, so I.
Exactly.
So it's internet piracy, not thieving. It's slightly different.
And
you get paid in affection.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I should probably go on the record, by the way, by saying Stuffin's character was generated with AI. I don't want there to be. But having said that, like, I've played with AI art. It's very hard to get it right. Like, AI doesn't want to follow instructions sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
it is like, yeah.
I'm horrible at it.
That's
honestly one of the nice things. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and honestly, like if you change like one word in your description, sometimes you get a whole different thing.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I think I think that's one of the nice things. Like, you've definitely gotten more experience with using that kind of thing, which is in its own way kind of a skill, I think. Of dealing with this stuff.
I think so.
It's handy in its way.
Honestly, I have been thinking about switching my AI because what is it? Hold on a second. Let me see. I don't want to misspeak. So whenever I do this stuff,
moving away from Night Cafe.
Net Cafe, thank you. Night Cafe, yeah. So Night Cafe is not bad, but they've changed a lot. And by that, what I mean is that it used to be that if you were every day you logged in, you got an immediate 5 credits. Like, great. Mm-hmm. Now they changed it so you have to log on every day and create a picture. And I'm like, okay, I can still, like, I get it, I deal with that. But then they're like, all right, now we have doubled the cost of the AI generation, but still only give you the 5 credits a day. So, I mean, it's not
booty.
Yeah, and it's not the end of the world, but the reality of the situation is I'm not going to sit here and log in every day. There are people who will. And so if something becomes like more of a chore than fun, I'll kind of like lean off of it. So a while back, I was watching a video with Ray William Johnson where he was talking about the AI that he uses for his videos. It's like DaVinci something. And
DaVinci Resolve, which no,
DaVinci Resolve is what I used to render.
Yeah, that's the video editor.
Yeah. But so I'm like, I spent all this money, I built up all these credits in Night Cafe, so I'll just stick with Night Cafe. But now every time I use Night Cafe, I drop I'll lose anywhere between like 20 to 30 credits in a sitting instead of 10, and I was like, this is I'm going to run out of credits soon, and when I run out of credits, I might as well just switch to a better AI. So
yeah, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, just saying that's where I'm at with Night Cafe. It's not bad, but I'm starting to wean off of it.
The other unfortunate thing is I went to ChatGPT and I got better pictures than I got from Night Cafe.
That's true too. But
like, it's literally like I tried for literally dozens of hours to get a picture of a Deku scrub, and it was just all My Hero Academia.
it
I went to
was.
ChatGPT, less than 10 minutes.
You know
I
what?
got my little Deku scrub dabbing in front of a chicken like I wanted for fucking years.
Oh my god,
so I
send that
recommend
to
you
me.
give it a shot.
Absolutely send that to me.
I will dig that up to you. I have to find it. It was on my old computer
Okay.
right before I changed to my new one. But yeah, I will find that for you.
Yeah. And ChatGPT, I don't use them too much. Like I have it on my phone, but quite honestly, it's kind of offset because I never use it. But they don't
Yeah.
limit you by credits or tokens or whatever, right? Like you can just use it.
Yeah, it just takes a while, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah,
really the
you
only,
can
like,
use it,
flaw in
and
it.
then like after you've like used so many, like if you use it too much in like a certain amount of time, like doing like picture generation or document uploads, blah blah blah, then it'll say, okay, it's going to drop you down to GPT-4.
Oh,
And then
okay.
if you want to go back to GPT-5, it'll tell you, okay, well tomorrow at whatever time you were just doing it, at that time it'll reset and you'll be able to do all your insane computations and stuff again. So that's all GPT does with the free. It'll drop you down to the next lowest one.
Oh, I mean,
Pretty
cell phones
fair,
do that.
to be
So
honest, yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Also, I posted it in Cataclysm chat.
Ooh.
I love this picture, by the way. I was gonna Photoshop it red and stuff, but yeah.
That is
Isn't that
awesome.
great?
That is so
I
cool.
love this so much. I love him.
Yeah. I
And
use ChatGPT and Gemini a lot. I had been paying, well, I have a subscription to Midjourney, but I haven't been using Midjourney, so I probably need to drop that subscription.
Hmm.
Yeah, actually, Gully, I want to, if you don't mind me asking you at one point, another time, I gotta ask you how you did the one with that I saw with the Zachariah. He's like,
On Friday? Oh yeah, that was actually Gemini.
Oh shit! I gotta pick your brain about that stuff because
Yeah.
I was looking over that, like the fact that it even caught his glowing eyes and shit, fucking sick. I love it.
Yep, Gemini.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And it's a free.
Yeah.
Love that word.
Oh, that looks so cool. I'm looking at the other chat now too. I was like, oh my god, these pictures look awesome. Okay, all right. Continuing on with introductions.
Sorry. Thank you for your patience, guys.
We're gonna get to the campaign tonight, I promise.
Eventually, it's been a while. We were just shooting the breeze because we haven't been all together in a while. So sorry, people.
Yeah. Listen, you guys have been without us as long as we have been without us too. So yeah, so that's the thing. But yes, okay. So next I would introduce Gully. Gully, how you doing?
Doing good. Looking forward to spending some time with the crew. Again, as we all know, it's been a while. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing what we actually decide to do. If we're going to go knock out another temple, if we're going to, go, kiss some babies and shake some hands, or, if we're just going to chill.
Or we could,
So
kiss
we'll
some
see.
hands and shake some babies, That
Yeah,
works.
yeah. While we go knock out another temple.
Definitely. Cannot wait to see what this place has in store. I am excited, and I am loving the progress that we are making, and I'm also panicking at the progress we are making. So, but in a good way. In a good way, I promise. So yes, Gully, thank you for joining us. Cannot wait to see what the session holds in store. Next we have Lido. Lido, how you doing, my friend?
I am doing well. I am just still very angry that you put the Shadow Temple where it is.
I didn't put it. Yeah, I totally put it there. Well,
You didn't put it there.
It's an arguable thing that maybe it wasn't me that put it there.
Well, it's still above Lito's girlfriend's home?
It was. It's not going to be hard to figure out. It will be shown in time one way or the other why the Shadow Temple is underneath the Lon Lon Ranch. But until that happens, I will say that it is not solely my idea.
Okay.
But Lon Lon Ranch nonetheless leaves a fun thing to retouch on the hanging mysteries of Lon Lon Ranch. We have the airborne crafts that have been abducting Lon Lons. This is information that is known to the inhabitants of Lon Lon Ranch. And in an episode where Leto did some scrying, we learned that the Lon Lons are in fact consumed after they are abducted. So they are taken for the purpose of consumption. There has been a few things here and there that allude to the inhabitants of Lon Lon Ranch for various things. But ultimately, they are simply a ranch that uses, well, not uses, but the abduction of the Lon Lons is known, and it is accepted because what we have learned thus far is that is basically payment for protection of Lon Lon Ranch, because there's a lot of shady things that happen out in Hyrule Field, especially late at night, and Lon Lon Ranch that is run by, two brothers and a small, well, a young adult. They probably couldn't protect that ranch by themselves. So they have help. The help is not free. But now, on top of everything else, we now learned that maybe it is known to them, maybe it is not known to them, but the location of the ranch is seated atop the Shadow Temple. So, any other little bits of tidbit breadcrumbs you'd like to say before we move on?
And decide how evil I want to be, because I can also start a war today.
Yes. So another big thing that we have been dealing with for the past 2 episodes is the boiling potential regime shift in Zora's domain. So right now we have the king is Il, who is Afine's brother. Afine was a character from earlier on in the campaign. So Il is her brother, and her mother passed, and her father is in the Shadow Temple. But we have now also learned that Il has no claim to the Zoran throne. Or no, wait, I misspoke on that. Il's mother married Lito's father. But that marriage is null and void because Il's father is not deceased. In fact, he is residing in the temples.
He's just evil.
And he is believed to be evil.
Believed?
Well, I mean, I'm GMing here, so.
Yeah, but
have you
Lito's
not?
cried and seen that he's torturing people.
Yeah, but what's a little like torture amongst friends?
That changes the context a little bit, Puck. We're approaching territory that might not be PG anymore, so you might want to.
Well, is it consensual torture?
That's
No.
that's the joke. Yes.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it is not.
Yes.
Do not worry. It is not that.
That is the joke, but I will say it is not consensual for those curious on the matter. But when has anything in this campaign been clear cut? In fact,
For a second there, I thought you were. Anyway.
yeah. So you know what? Actually, no. I'm not going to sidetrack this. When we get to the Shadow Temple,
Do you know what is?
what's
Do you know
that?
what is consensual though?
What?
What's consensual is the Lon-Lons agreeing, nay, not agreeing, embracing being abducted because they think they are going to like a better place, whether it's like the afterlife or something like.
town or something, right? They go
To Lon Lon Land.
Yeah,
what's it called?
Is it called Lon Lon
Lon
Land?
Lon
I believe.
Land?
Yeah, Lon Land. Thank
Yeah.
Lon-Lon
So-
Land. Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Those are willingly embracing their fate.
Exactly.
They're the
Well-
real unsung heroes of this story, honestly.
they're not the unsung heroes; they're the tragic heroes. Like they don't
That's-
realize
They are martyrs.
that they
in
are
their
being
own
lied
way.
to. They think they're going to a better place, but in reality, they're just becoming someone's food.
Exactly.
The Blue Factory. Oh wait, that's what.
They're having
Mhm.
they're becoming a little snack, a little like what ton size snack.
That's deep.
Being a food,
Moving
who's
on.
hungry?
So he just pulls out a roast beef sandwich.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. But yes, so Lino, thank you for joining us. Cannot wait to see what happens.
Anywho,
I know you
yeah.
have.
Sorry.
I know you got a lot of things planned, and I'm curious as to how they will be
Buck,
executed.
are you muted?
Am I muted?
Josh?
No. My voice is coming. My voice is coming
Buck
through.
has disappeared.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna
He's
unplug
been
my
off the
thing and plug it back in.
Yeah. Didn't know. It just got
Okay.
disconnected from Discord or something.
Is that
Hi,
better?
Oh,
there he is.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey there, Puck.
You're back.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. Sometimes I just need to unplug it and plug it back in.
The
The approved fix for all technical things.
worst every time.
Right.
That's right. But yes. So you know, Lon's being the unsung hero. The essentially the protectors of Lon Ranch. But yes, so Lido, I cannot wait to see what you have in store and the order and methods in which they are executed. And thank you for being here. And rounding out the end of our introductions, we have Stefan. How you doing, Stefan?
Hey, very good. Nice to see you all. You just mentioned execution. Was that like how our plans are executed? Is that a Freudian slip, or are we supposed to like go execute ill or something like that?
I mean, what you're supposed to do is completely up to you. But yes, that may have been a bit of a slip depending on where we find ourselves moving forward. But I would also like to call attention to one of the things that I just said moments ago, and pointing out the potential peril of Hyrule Field. I'm just putting that out there.
Mm-hmm.
Since when have we been afraid of potential peril?
Well, I mean, your first episode with joining the campaign was pretty perilous.
I know. Never want to back down from something potential.
Yes.
Actual peril, maybe. I don't know. But
Correct. Well,
hey, Puck, can I say also, you talked about being a little burned out by life and stuff, and I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you and
thank you.
how much Stuffin appreciates you. I do a lot. and how much it energizes me to play this game with you all. It makes it easier to get through the week for sure too.
Thank you,
good
Stefan.
That's really sweet, Stefan.
That is tremendously
Very kind of
appreciated.
you. It means a lot, man. Yeah, it's.
All right.
I can speak for myself. I just want to say it's been a real honor getting to meet and play with you, Stefan. I've really enjoyed the time we've spent together and everything you brought to the campaign. It's
thank you. Yeah, just wait till you find out that I've been in league with Puck all along, and I'm going to betray you.
Hell yeah! Wouldn't be the first time.
I'm actually a great fairy. You just don't know it yet.
Nice.
Yes. Okay. So before you start, actually, one last note. I want to point out, one of the things that that I really like about the D&D community, or the tabletop community, and that is how people can just seamlessly, organically connect. So we have Stefan and Deacon who literally live less than half an hour away from each other, but I've played with both of them in person, but they have never played together. So, like,
Oh wow,
yeah, and then we have Lido and Gully, who we met through Roll20, and fortunately we're all in the same time zone, which makes it easier because sometimes it gets a little hiccupy when that happens, but it doesn't happen that way. But yes, it's just so we all kind of essentially just found each other by chance and happenstance. Like I met Deacon by walking into a gaming thing. I met Stefan because we had a mutual friend, and he's like, you want to come play D&D with us? I was like, fuck yeah, I do. So all of these like chance encounters that happen have brought it up to this point. And yes, I just want to say that I too am appreciative and grateful for how all of these things have come together, and how we have made it to episode 69 with many more planned to go.
yes, sir.
So yes, so we're going to begin this episode still in Hyrule Castle. We
Can I add something too, by the way?
Of course.
Since we're talking about chance and happenstance.
Mm-hmm.
My son when he was younger, he's in college now, went to a camp in Westchester several times. Loved this, called the Wayfinder Camp. And they do like LARPing and adventure stuff. This is the camp where Brennan Lee Mulligan worked for years and years.
Shit.
So
Nice.
yeah, like my son got to associate with Brennan Lee Mulligan and other fantastic camp counselors and other kind of exciting, yeah.
That's awesome, man.
So you guys are like 3 degrees of separation from Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Yeah. It's just so crazy to me that he's like, he lived the town over. That's like wild to me, bro.
Yeah, he would frequent the Dragon's Den too. Like,
did he?
Yeah.
He literally name dropped it in an interview on fucking I don't remember what it was, but when he was doing Dimension 20 in an interview.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
He was like, yeah, I've been there, and it was wild.
Some of my closest friends came from like sort of indirectly from the Dragon's Den. Because my son used to go there for gaming all the time, and I hung out with the parents of the other kids that went gaming. So, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I miss the memory of it more than I miss it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because, like, for those who are unfamiliar with the Dragon's Den, not that I expect a whole bunch of people to, it was for a good period of time the only gaming shop in the area. So, I mean, you had like smaller ones, but it was like the main gaming shop. So it was this like place. It was almost like a haven for everyone with these interests. And, it took me, I'm happy that I had time to associate myself with it. But yeah, the history on it is is incredible. I feel like it's like a biggest thing on the map. Like it's closed now, right?
Yeah, it's been out of business for a couple of years.
Yeah,
It changed hands, moved a bunch.
yeah, but at the same time,
COVID really didn't do any favors.
I know it was sad what happened towards the end, but at the same time, like even now to this day, like if I'm over there and I'm talking to people, I was like, you name drop Dragon's Den and you see people's eyes light up, and that's just like such a great thing. But yes, for anyone who is unfamiliar with Brennan Lee Mulligan, let me lift up the rock that you have been living under.
Wait, is anyone listening to this show going to be unfamiliar with Brennan Lee Mulligan?
I don't know.
Continue.
Right?
Continue.
But yes, he was big in College Humor, big in Dropout, big in Dimension 20. He is now the DM for Critical Role Season 4. Really had a massive blow up, and so very happy for the dude. But yeah, he's I tried to watch the first episode of Critical Role and I fell asleep. But also what happened was, so I'm down south now, and so what happened was I was talking with one of my coworkers and he put a post up and he's like, hey, does anybody have anybody that I can couch surf on for a couple nights in New York? And so I sent a message. I was like, hey, like I know a couple people, like where in New York are you going to be? Like, what's up? And he goes, I'm going to New York Comic Con and I'm going to see a broadcast of Critical Role because or a panel or whatever. I'm really bad at listening. And and so even this person who all the way down south, it's like, I'm going to go to New York and I'm going to go see Brennan Lee Mulligan. I was like, fucking hey.
Nice.
Yeah. So okay. That being said, okay, so we're going to start the session tonight with being in Hyrule Castle. The party is still conversing with Zelda over the most recent topic of conversation was the Shadow Temple and its locations. We got a little bit of information on what is going on in Zora's Domain. We have reluctantly, but still in a relieved fashion, we have brought Princess Ruto to Hyrule Castle. She is protected by Zelda, and there is a bit of rekindling between her and Crow. Princess Ruto and Crow have since left the proximity of the party, and we are in the main chamber, the main throne room, with the party, Zelda and Kato. So Zelda has been looking at the map. She has circled Hyrule Field. She has noted the actual entrance to the thing, and she has also voiced to you that she at worst does not like ill, and alluded to she may support an uprising. And at the very least, she has a soft spot for Princess Ruto. But we will see how that unfolds. Who would like to take the helm?
Yeah, I mean, I believe when we had kind of left off the situation, I believe we were just having a conversation about something. I'm trying to replace what it was in my head. Sorry, it's been a minute, but I remember I was asking her a couple of questions. I'm really trying to remember.
Last thing we were talking about was the fact of Crow basically still caring for Ruto, them leaving, and then finding out the location of the Shadow Temple.
Cheers. Thanks, bro. Okay, so actually, here's a good question that we should really probably concern ourselves with. So Zelda, since Shadow Temple looking like it close on the menu, is there anything think we should know before going there? Um, this is a brief question out of game. Lito, you probably don't want me to mention your significant other there. So, is there anything else that you I was gonna ask if there's anything we should be concerned of in the area, but yeah. Do you have anything you want me to keep under the table, just that I should know about? I feel like we would have had time to discuss this beforehand. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're good.
Okay, cool.
Or
Okay, cool. So I'm going to just kind of look at Zelda, and then like a serious, like, concerned manner. I'm gonna ask her. So there are very nice people in Lamon, very very good people. We have met them before. They fed us and stuff for free. They're generous and kind. Do not want anything bad happen to them. Is there anything we should know about before we go there? Any way we can help make sure they're safe when we have to do our thing? If sage business gets difficult, we not want this turn into a thing where they're now at risk. Make sense?
I understand where your concern is coming from, but also keep in mind Lon Lon Ranch is a well-established location in Hyrule Field, and I couldn't foresee anything happening as a result of going into the temple. There have been, well, to put it quite frankly, if the I had in the past reservations of Bongo Bongo being in there and being so close to so many things, but the temple itself is a very well contained area, and I don't believe that your friends at Lon Lon Ranch are in any type of danger.
Okay, thank you. So this is more of a question because I can't remember in the grand scheme of things. Does Zelda know about the Aturbe Bongo Bongo situation? Like, do you have any idea about that stuff? I have no idea if she's made that, if that's been made aware to her.
She has.
Because I don't remember ever talking to her about it.
Well, Zelda being the queen has a reliable network.
She's also a sage, so I imagine she'd.
Yeah, she's known about things that have happened in the kingdom before you brought them to her attention. So, yeah, she for something like Bongo Bongo, who was, and she's also alluded to the fact that she said quite bluntly that she has regular communication with Flora. So when the events of Bongo Bongo happened,
that makes sense. That makes me feel better.
Yeah, like I won't say if she what she knew prior to that, but moving forward, that incident itself was definitely brought to her attention.
Okay, because I just want to take a minute to kind of explain to her that, the Bongo Bongo got, kind of booted out of there so hard he got sent flying to Kakariko. So, yeah, and given that he was, to a certain extent, as an individual, more powerful than most of us, Deku expresses a bit of concern there. But obviously, we think that if we work together, we can do this. At the same time, wanted to make sure we up to date on that. So I would actually like to ask her, oh, hey, incidentally, because I have my sage thing at night today. What's the what time of day is it?
I don't think we took a long rest at all last session. Am I right? So I would say like.
Get disconnected.
Am I not coming through again?
He's not saying anything again.
Buck, you might want to.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Oh fuck, I forgot the question.
I was asking what time of day it was because I
Oh.
have my sage thing.
Okay, yeah, I don't think we have. I don't think we took a long rest last episode.
Nope.
Okay, so
It's basically like do you remember I think it was the previous episode we took a long rest. Today we went through to the this is like after we already took stuff in through the water temple and stuff because like and then we teleported here because we wanted to ask about the shadow temple and stuff because we needed to kind of like do stuff until such time as the sage stuff happened at the nighttime tonight in the grand tree. Not the Grand Tree, the Great Deku Tree. Yeah.
okay, so yeah. At this point, we are approaching the latter part of the day. I mean, nothing. Not exactly a time pressing matter yet, but if it gets to that point, I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
But yeah, I probably wouldn't delve too deep into things before, like within this time prior to your next long rest. Okay, I'll word it that way. Yeah.
Good idea. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to I think I mentioned this last time, but I just in case it wasn't in memory. Dekun wanted to kind of like, how do I put this? He was just kind of saying, since he's going to be trying for it to he's going to be talking to Saria and he got some encouragement and he's feeling like more motivated about the sage thing. So he just wanted to kind of explain that to Zelda, to be like, he's doing the like the pointing his fingers at each other, looking up at her. You know what I mean? I don't know that. Just like, so if you want to I know you're busy and can't like be there, but if you got like scrying or something, it'd be nice to if you wanted to look.
And she as you mentioned, like becoming a sage, her face kind of like has this look of happiness and delight to it.
Oh,
and she's like, I will, even though I cannot be there in person, know that I will be watching over you during your ceremony, and I wish you the best of luck.
Arigato. Thank you, Zelda. Hopefully, I will make you proud of.
I have no doubt.
Done a lot for us, and but yeah. Aside from that, let's see. Actually, yeah. Stefan, I'm gonna put you on the spot here. I'm gonna say, oh hey, Stefan. I'm gonna whisper to you.
Yeah.
Did you tell her about what you've been thinking about too? Okay.
I mean, which part? The salami sandwich?
She could kind of tell you, and I kind of, sorry, I think, just like she's happy for me. I think we would love to see you, if you're willing and you want to, I mean, I think it's a great thing for you to take on responsibility. Like, I think
Yeah, I haven't talked to Zelda about it. I think that's a good idea.
I whisper, oh, sorry, my cut off. I whisper, it okay. She nice.
What'd you say? You were pretty quiet.
Oh, sorry. I whisper a little bit, but I am not, And I say, it's okay. She's nice. She'll
Oh, okay.
it good. Just tell
What you're thinking. She can help you. Maybe.
Okay.
Probably.
Will Gully and Leto agree? Could we talk to them?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We should definitely go talk to them.
Okay. We go talk to Gully and Leto. Wow, you might not have been whispering as softly as you thought you were.
Turns out he wasn't whispering at all.
That was
Gully!
message.
Did you just hear everything we said?
Telepathy.
True.
Your perception must be
The perception's off the charts. It's a 30.
off the charts. That's
Hell
right.
yeah.
No, I think that's only Deacon that has those crazy high rolls and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So,
I mean, you're a sage already. You think Deacon and I can pull this off?
If I can pull it off, you two absolutely can pull it off. What do you think, Leto?
If you both decide to, become sages, that's perfectly fine. But we don't officially know how to make you sages.
Oh.
And that's the key thing that we're kind of lacking right now.
Yes, we do.
Oh.
It just
Last time we
takes
checked-
communing with the sages.
The sages?
Sages?
Leto, would you feel like, I don't know how to put this, would you feel ostracized if you were the only person who wasn't a sage in our group? Like, I don't want to make you feel like you're not included.
Nope. I have a lot of other things that I have to take care of, and a sage is not one of the things that I really want to do.
Okay, just wanted to check.
No, it
Like,
makes
we're
sense.
not gonna stop being the group of 4 that we are, even though we don't really officially have a name yet. We're not gonna stop being this nameless group of 4 just because 3 of us are sages.
Yes, but you
Well,
also have to remember.
ultimately, I thought
that you're
that
forgetting, though.
we would just be temporarily sages until we found more permanent stand-ins. So we just didn't want to leave them, as they were, unintended, not connected. So that's why I did it. It wasn't ever to be a permanent thing. My goal was I wanted to make sure that it had, its power back, and that we could, find that right person. I think I may have someone already in my flock, but my goal was never to ever be the sage permanently.
Ooh, I didn't know that. That's good to know, Billy.
What were you saying, Leto?
2 things. One, I don't know if you're able to do that or not. Because in theory, every sage that we've replaced has kind of been dead in one way or another.
Yes, we can do that.
in one way or another.
We talked about all this with Zelda.
I'll just turn to Zelda and go, is this true that you can now switch out sages like on the fly?
Wait, is Zelda listening to our conversation now too?
Well, I mean,
Yes.
you're still standing there.
In
We were
her
kind of
throne room.
whispering at first. It's like this little cluster that starts out as Deacon, Deacon and stuff, and then Gully's in there, and then Lito's in there. We're like, Zelda's in there too.
Yeah,
I want that to be canon, please, Puck.
absolutely. Yeah, it's like you think you're whispering, and none of you are really whispering.
I love it.
But yes, so when you ask Zelda about it, she's like, well, I mean, I don't want to make it sound like being a sage is like wearing a pair of underwear that you could just take it on and off when you so choose. It is a responsibility that is not to be taken lightly. However, the previous
Looking at
generations,
Deku going, I don't know what that is.
the previous generations of sages were not the same. Were not the first sages, and on top of that, if somebody feels that they are not a good fit to have a temple, or if they feel that somebody else, in their heart of hearts feels that someone else might be better for it, then it seems like, the wise decision. But, I mean, ultimately, take, and he's addressing Leto on this, he's like, take your sister, for example. She is still existing on this plane of existence in whatever definitive form she may take, but ultimately, the thing that left the water temple abdicated was her decision to no longer be the water temple sage. I'm aware that other sages such as Darunia have met with unfortunate circumstances, and also, not to make light of a situation, but that is a risk that every sage knows taking on the position. But ultimately, the one of the defining characteristics for many people, not just sages, is the ability to know if and when to step down if a more favorable situation avails itself.
Deacon looks like he's listening
Hey,
to this carefully.
Zelda, I got a really important question for you.
Of course.
Which is, let's say that Deacon and I both get permission to proceed with becoming sages. And I know it's a solemn event. Yes. Could we do a joint party, like a joint service, the two of us, to get inducted at the same time, and then afterwards, it just seems like it would be better if we invited everyone at the same time to the same party. And we have like a part of the party that's like water-based with like a fountain and apples bobbing in it or something, and then part of the party that's like woods with like apple trees, and then people could like take the trees and take the apples off the trees and put them in the fountain or something. I don't know. I'm brainstorming ideas here.
Well, if you collectively decide that you would like to have a celebration, it is a well-deserved respite. However, in terms of the sage ceremonies, that is something that will take place in or around their respective temples.
That makes sense. So we can't be off-site for that. Okay.
Right. But if you want to throw yourselves a rager, as the young people say, please do it with my blessing.
Yeah, I'm not a young person. I don't know what a rager is.
That's something they say. That's what I'm told. And then you see like Kato's like helmet just kind of nodding ever so slightly up and down.
Cool, Kato.
Deacon, you're pretty young, right? You know what a rager is? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that all the rage? The Rager?
TQ nods. He's pretending. All of his life has been spent adventuring. He knows nothing.
He knows not what fun is.
True.
It's like, well, I will admit, I have a bit of a curiosity myself that maybe you can satisfy, because, you know, on one hand, I know that, you know, Il's sister traveled with you for a while, and I know that, you know, his father is the current steward of the Shadow Temple, and you know, I know that you know, I know that there is a lot going on, potentially in Zora's domain, and being that one of the stipulations of having specifically the being a Water Temple sage is, you know, you have to work coherently with their regime. What are your thoughts on how this can be made to work? Leader?
What do you mean, be made to work?
Well, I know that Il is looked upon favorably amongst the Zoras, but I've also seen some...
Do you mean like getting Il's permission, essentially?
Not so much permission, because I'm not going to say that that a sage is above or below the Zoran royalty, but more that things have to work synergetically, and sometimes things work synergetically organically, and sometimes changes need to be made in one or multiple areas. There's a lot of things that can happen. So I'm just, you know, a little curious if you have a plan or a goal or any machinations of anything that could help this work as cleanly as possible.
I mean, I think Leto's going to know more than anyone else here. Except maybe you, Queen Zelda.
Well, I do my bit, but, you know, I'm many things, but omnipotent is not exactly one of them.
So what do you think, Leto?
Very complicated situation. If the people actually like Il, it becomes very difficult to not leave him on the throne, because in theory he hasn't done anything wrong yet, but he really doesn't deserve to be there.
Oh, sorry, I gotta leave. You finish.
No, go ahead.
So, I guess this is just something that I haven't really understood exactly. Obviously there's something of disconnect between, you know, the larger perception and some of the minutia. So, do you have it, like Zelda? Since you're kind of a ruler, I mean, okay, I mean you are the supreme ruler of Hyrule, you know. So you have these ways of knowing things. Do you know why they like him so much? Favorable tax policy, lots of time off, you know, like what is it that makes him so, you know, liked as opposed to previous regimes or something? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily a direct comparison to former kings and queens, but it's more how he's handling the situation. And one of the things that repeatedly comes back to me is that he is kind of viewed upon as not just a Zoran king, but he is the king of the Zora. And by that what I mean is he has made it a point to not elevate himself above his people the way that monarchs are typically expected to do. He often walks through the town, he talks to the people, he knows people's names that are outside of his advisory circle. He will visit taverns and shops, and he makes sure that he is seen. He makes sure that he is known. He makes sure that the people are heard. And for that, he has relatively quickly gained the favor of the Zoran people.
I see. That makes sense.
So he's not a king over the people, he's a king of the people.
Yes, very well put. I mean, granted, it's not my particular style, but, I see the benefits of his behavior, but at the same time, especially given, light of various things that have happened, I feel compelled to act as his queen, putting things right. However, I am also, as willing as I am to act upon things, I am also willing to overlook things because of the peace and content that he has brought to the people.
So, I understand that makes him a sort of, ingratiated to common citizen, which is not a bad thing. But ultimately, I suppose I would dare say there probably no better judge of character out there in the kingdom than the natural, wielder of the Triforce of Wisdom. So, Zelda, in your opinion and in your outlook, is there anything wrong with what he's doing for the people? Like, I guess, obviously he has his flaws, he's linked to power. Would you say these are, like, from your experience, are these optics, or is there a sincerity to him that we may not have been able to see?
Well, I do have my reservations and doubts about his sincerity. Case in point, and she takes out a scroll and unrolls it, and you see the wanted poster. She says it in kind of like a joking manner, but still with serious undertone. She says, one of his shortcomings is that he is apparently a horrible artist. This looks nothing like the princess.
Deacon Snickers.
Just thank you, Deacon. But at the same time, for me to micromanage the entirety of the kingdom is a bit of a cumbersome task. So I am, I kind of have a bit of my ruling approach is that as long as nothing needs to be intervened with, that I don't generally insert myself into the affairs of each independent kingdom unless it needs to be done. Now, the situation is something that I might need to insert myself on, but to be blunt, I am more waiting to see how since I have Princess Ruto here, and Leto is amongst your party, I'm taking a bit of a reactionary stance, and
Mm-hmm.
as long as the kingdom comes out better than they previously did, that is where my support lies.
Mm-hmm. I see. Thank you, Zelda. I guess one of things that comes into play is how do I put this? Zelda, do you remember our timeline? My original one that I came from? I do not know how this functions for you, as you are somewhat a special case.
It's just, honestly, I have the ability, but it is difficult because I don't just only remember one timeline, I remember many timelines, and
Mm.
admittedly, sometimes things can get crossed, and I can misspeak of past events. And honestly, I tried to do that a lot in the beginning. And one of the things that I have come to a personal conclusion about is that rather than trying to accurately remember specific pasts, it is easier and better to move forward and focus on the future. But if you have something that you would like to talk about, you know, um, I may need a little bit of guiding, but the short answer is
Sure.
yes, I possess the memories.
Mm-mm. So, in my timeline, Norrin was a very good, who really, really cared about the Zoran people. And there was no trace of optics to his magnanimity. I worry slightly about the current institution, just because knowing there's a certain coldness to ill concerns me, and it feels like a weakness in a way that could eventually, well, how do I put this? I think you understand that the flaws of a ruler are the flaws of the kingdom, if that makes sense. So to speak, anything that could be taken advantage of them means it is now a way that could be taken advantage of the rest of the kingdom. And if ill is so desperate to cling to his powerful position that he will let ethics fall by the wayside, simply put, that's a slippery slope that leads to Ganon's. Does that make sense?
It does, and in fact, I will say that outside of many people's memories, Ill's family has been the one to stand up to Ganon the most.
I see. So perhaps I see. When you say that, you mean they stood against him?
Yes, specifically, I mean, granted, Ill and Afine were young at the time, but their father is one of the few people in the past who has stood up against and made a, shall we say, a go at Ganon.
Mm-hmm. I see. Jikun looks very, very pensive, deep in thought for a few seconds, and he says,
In which timeline did that happen?
That's a good question.
I believe it was the 254th. But again,
Okay, fair point.
my memories might be a little skewed, but it is around there. Prior to the Cataclysm, yes. Around 254th.
I think maybe what he means to say is, does that still prove contiguous with our present one, if that makes sense? Like, do you think he still possesses that same strength of character?
As far as I can tell, that is the presenting version of the entire family is from that timeline.
Understood. Thank you. I look over at Lido for a moment, and I'll use my aberrant mind telepathy to just kind of ask, like, if he has any thoughts he wants to just like, what are your thoughts on the matter, bro?
I
Has
don't
any
like
of
the
this
fact.
been-
I don't like the fact that Afine has disappeared.
That's a good one.
And she knows where her father is. And if we're supposed to believe that, they come from a family that, worked against Ganon, why is her father torturing people and taking over the Shadow Temple?
Yeah, his stance being involved in the Shadow Temple's current strife with Bungo Bungo does prove a slight counter argument to that, so I worry.
Also,
Mhm.
he's a second generation, which means he can leave. So why hasn't he come and been like, I'm doing this for a good reason to any of us, or to Zelda, or to anybody? Or maybe he has, and he's talked to Ill.
Oh,
Just to be clear, this is an internal dialogue between the two.
this is literally
Mhm.
telepathical communication. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep. No, thank you. This is concerning. Is there any of this you don't want me to bring to Zelda?
Oh no, I think we should bring it all up. Because
Okay.
honestly, part of me wants to go into the throne room, Ill's throne room, as his dad to see what happens. But I'm pretty sure there's some kind of
that's
spell that can, make him either see what I truly look like or dispel whatever I'm doing.
Yeah, that's kind of heat, actually. I would love to see that. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, I would just like to kind of like outline what we were just saying to Zelda, if that's okay. And just kind of like,
Except for that last part.
yeah, except for that last part.
Okay. So, Zelda says, I understand your concern for your friend Afine. Rest assured.
Not my friend. She's my sister.
Well, collectively, the group. Fine. I'm aware your concern of your sister and your friend to everyone else.
You can just call her Afine. And just be like, I'm aware of Afine's doings type of thing. Then you wouldn't have to, classify everybody. I say.
I mean, I could have finished what I was going to say by now either way.
Well, why haven't you?
Because I'm being interrupted.
Because the fact that you're not making it simple enough for those who need it to be simple.
Okay, I will make it very simple. Okay? Afine is safe. I know where Afine is.
Yes?
I will not tell you where Afine is because it is not important right now. When the time comes, you will know. now.
Don't like having secrets kept from me about my family.
Athena's safe. And you will most likely see her again. However,
Oh, that's not ominous or anything, totally.
she says, I am charged with running this entire kingdom. Dispersion of information is one of the most important things that I can do. However,
That's great. Like, as a person who is of royalty like yourself, and who's also family to the person that we're speaking of, I think I'm, at least allowed to know.
and you will know in due time, but you will not know today.
That's the same reason you didn't tell us about the Shadow Temple until today?
Yes, I have better things to do than just sit here and spout information. I'm happy to give you information when it is pertinent, but that is in no small part why I had Zop created. Granted, Zop does not have all the answers, but think of all the time it has saved me from having to tell
Zop
you.
has information that is being withheld because of you.
Like what?
What's going on with Dorito? Why did you not do what I asked you to do when you were a kid? Why is there information that we can't unlock because the fact that it's against your will? There's no reason that it should be kept around, except for the fact that you're trying to either hide something or it's something that could change everything.
And what did the Rito tell you?
Well, I haven't had a chance to actually talk to them because I thought, when I went back in time and gave you the information, that it would change something and they wouldn't be reclusive anymore.
They are not reclusive. The Rito played.
I haven't seen one since I've come back.
Listen, reclusive and comfortable are two very different things. However, when the time came for the Rito to play their part, their help, although not thoroughly documented, was invaluable. And what you set into motion changed that landscape. But if you have not talked to them, of course you wouldn't have this information.
No, I would have talked to Zop, who would have given me this information, but he can't because it's blocked by you.
Right. So you were assuming that just because I block certain information means that I don't want you to have it. That is not true at all.
Yes.
The reason that some information is blocked is because history is still being written, and even though I am the queen, it is not my place to disseminate certain information about certain people. Go.
Zop's whole point was we made him to give us and fill in the history of what happened. And he can't have that information if it's blocked.
Has he not proven invaluable with information?
There are times where he's helpful, and there are other times where it's just more questions that he can't answer.
Listen, trust me, and I cannot be more clear. Go, speak with Dorito. You will find more answers there than you will find here on this topic.
Maybe I will.
I understand the apprehension that comes with me not freely disseminating all information, but in many situations, information, the possession of information is just as important as the disseminating of information, and we have a whole glorious kingdom with unique and different races that are finding ways to coexist and cohabitate in a way that each one feels comfortable. I mean, let me add, aside from your party, how many Zora have you seen walking through Hyrule Castle Town? How many Zora have you seen walking through Death Mountain or in Kakariko, Kokiri Village? Like, yeah, granted, a lot of people have a level of, a lot of the different races have their level of comfort. They have their rabbit trails that they like to take, but that doesn't mean that things were as bad as they used to be. In fact, because of the events that you and Deacon and the other travelers have taken into given attention to prior to the Cataclysm, you have definitively changed the trajectory of this history. But you need to find out by yourselves some of how that history has been changed and not just be told. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I would like to kind of like gently take Lito's hand, if that's okay, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just like to chime in. It's and then I'm going to I'm going to just look between Lito and Zelda, and I'm just going to try and to kind of like just kind of back up Lito a little bit. I'm just gonna go. We get scared sometimes with things that we don't know, just because well, this stuff is all. Please understand, Zelda. Hyrule and its people are just very important to us, and sometimes we get scared when things are on the line, and obviously, it's hard for us to not know things just because we want to make sure that everything we do is for the best. And while it's not that we don't have trust in you, it's also a matter of we we care a lot about a lot of these people, and we just want to make sure that we're using everything that we can to our advantage. But of course, at the same time, I also understand that there are things that we can't know and things that we should know from you, because there's something to be said for things like plausible deniability should anything bad ever come up. Can't always have the mind blank spell ready and stuff like that. So I know there's it's very delicate matter. But please understand that it's I understand your perspective definitely. It's definitely good that we learn these things, but also I just wanted to maybe explain that like emotions run high a little bit, and thank you for bearing with us on that. Like I just kind of sorry to more summarize what he's trying to say is we all feel a level of well, how scary it is when things aren't known, and sometimes with everything that we have to do, it's honestly it's it's just scary sometimes. We're not sorry, that's all I was trying to explain, really. I don't know if that helped or not, but
it's understandable, and I know that tensions can run a little high from time to time. I mean, there's nothing short of the fate of the kingdom at stake, and I understand that.
Nods.
But
can I? Oh, sorry.
But in situations like this, even more so, cooler heads are needed to prevail.
Tikunan. He says, I understand that, and it's very true, but just to explain a little bit, please don't mistake this for us not having trust in you. You see, the fact that we brought Rudo here after everything that she's been through was something that was come to you after some time, but ultimately one of the reasons that I hope that is at least illuminating in its own way, that we do have more or less absolute faith in you, Zelda. Otherwise, we never would have brought her here. You know, it took us a minute to get that far, but at the same time, we had to, well, you understand, I think, but I do just want to illustrate that it's not for a lack of belief in you. We just want to make sure that everything is being communicated as clearly as possible. And that so, you know, we trust you. I know that you are on our side, but sometimes, again, it's not even about cooler heads. Or anything like that. It's more about a matter of to put it. Oh, one sec. Oh, sorry. To put it the best way I can, we want to make sure that we're doing right by the kingdom, and you understand. It's not a matter of doubt or even anger or anything, but well, it's simply the same passion that burns us to protect Hyrule, makes us want to do it as well as we possibly can. And I know that you're on our side, and again, I hope we illustrated that by bringing Rudo here, and indeed, I feel like we've been, you know, and you've rewarded us for that in a way by assuring her safety. You know, it's something we appreciate, but, just please, understand that, this is not an attempt to insult you. We simply get anxious for clarification. Do you understand what we mean?
Of course. And that is a perfectly understandable way to be. So I'm happy to guide you in a way, but quite honestly, to put it in a certain way, you have cleansed 3 temples. You have taken on endless hordes of either roaming or invading enemies. You have reconciled untold numbers of relationships throughout this kingdom, and the positive impact that your collective has brought forth is not able to be measured in small quantities. So the other thing is,
I would like to. Oh, sorry.
Is that I trust you. I trust in what you're doing. I support you in what you're doing, and hold it, and me holding your hand through this, and rather than letting you venture out on your own, would be doing you a greater disservice that compared to the help that it might be providing.
Tikunan. And I definitely understand that, and I can agree with that. I simply wanted you to know that in many ways we feel the same way. We just don't take this as a lack of our own form of trust. It's just, we sorry. We feel the same way about this. But obviously, sorry. What I'm trying to say is we don't sorry. We don't labor under any delusions that like there's any sorry, I had what I wanted to say in the previous sentence, and then I like lost it when I waited. Sorry about that.
I hate when that happens.
Basically, yeah, same. What he's trying to say is like we trust you too, but like please understand that like there are difficulties at the same time. We've been through a lot, we're glad to do it, and we'll do it again. But please understand just our perspective too, and that we do not labor under the delusion, or at least I'll speak for myself and said I do not labor under the delusion that we could do this without your help and support. It's just a matter of we really have a certain spirit in each of us that comes out at times because please, basically I guess what he's trying to just communicate is like please understand that everything that we do, everything that we say is just because we have this fire to protect and serve Hyrule, that we will do anything that it takes, and sometimes that might come out unpredictably, but that it is that same fire that serves us even now. Do you know what I mean?
Of course. Absolutely. Well, I mean, just listen. Just when you get to the mound, send me a message, and I will tell you how to turn that mound to an entrance. And that should make things go a little bit smoother. But as I have conveyed to you earlier, the Shadow Temple is not like anything that you have or most likely will come into again. Give it time. Sure. Make sure that your head is clear. So whatever you have going on, wrap it up before heading over.
Thanks. Good point.
And what of you, Gully and Stefan?
What did you say?
I said, and what of you, Gully and Stefan, who have been a little more quiet than usual in this interaction? Is there anything that you were curious about?
Well, I guess just for clarification, yes, a sage can step down. However, probably want the person that takes on the mantle to be sure that they want to do it for the long term. Correct?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Now I hear not necessarily doubt in your voice about being long-term sage, but more hope that in your eyes you have found somebody to be more suitable for the long term. So
Potentially, though I'm not opposed to it, but potentially.
now my question is, does the person that you have in mind, are they deserving of the mantle, or have you taken to heart the words of the former fire sages?
Hmm.
Do you need a refresher?
I don't know. I don't know if they're worthy yet. I don't know. I think this might just be my calling.
So as an out-of-game aside, do you remember the words of the
No.
sages? Fair. Okay. So the words of the sages. Well, when you were at your coronation ceremony, the sage, one of the sages asked you, the sage who was doing the thing, he said, "Are you willing to give up all of your worldly attachments to
Oh
heal
yes,
yourself?"
yes. And I was yeah, because that was after I had already decided, that there was no Beatrice here and all that. Yes. Yes.
So now it's all
Yeah,
it's alluding to.
he's good with his decision. Yes, he's
Okay.
good with his decision. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Because they said that was your strength. The having those attachments is what gave you that strength, and so understanding that in the long run of things, in the scope of things, it is looking back on it, it is now kind of understandable that it was known that you might not be intending to be the sage until the very end. And one of the things that kind of holds true to that is that there is still something out there, that there is still someone out there, that there is something that could potentially keep you grounded rather than seeking elevation and power elsewhere.
Correct.
So that's kind of like, when you said those things, that's kind of the thing that came to Zelda's mind, is that maybe in your travels you are gaining that second wind on wanting to dedicate yourself to a life well lived rather than a temple. And she's kind of reiterating that there is no shame in any of that. That as long as you are living the life that is your choice, that it is your intention to live, that is the life best lived.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of like out of game, that's the conversation that Zelda is kind of having with you in a indirect fashion.
Got it. Okay. Thanks for the clarification.
Yes. And what of you, Stefan?
Yeah, I keep thinking about ill. That's what I think about, and I don't know the best way to handle it. And I kind of hoped Leto would, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure Leto has like the perfect solution too, because it seems like he's popular, but kind of like maybe not supportive unless maybe we can support him. He can be convinced to support us, but like, I don't know how to help him. I don't know if he's going to be an obstruction. I can't even tell how good or bad a ruler he is. He's popular, but maybe not good. I don't know.
I mean, popularity is something that many people have historically sought after. But if I may have a bit of a side conversation on the matter, to point out something that is appearing to me, and I may be wrong on this, and if I am, absolutely correct me, but I mean, you have found yourself with a good group of people. You have found yourself with Deacon, Lito, and Gully, and they are all wonderful, respectable people, but they all have a definitive place here. They have they're people that they were raised on. They have connections to various things, and you are, outside of the Great Fairies, one of the largest fairies I've ever seen in my life, which leads me to believe that you came from a larger timeline, which is good. But one of the things that is potentially apparent to me is, do you feel out of place? Do you feel, you see that your companions have homes? Do you feel like you don't have a home? Are you considering yourself with things like ill for that reason? Because you're trying to find a place to belong?
Well, I mean, first of all, let's just be clear. Like, don't judge me by my size. You should not judge me by my size.
I mean that in a positive way.
Oh god.
Just saying, big or small. I mean, everyone wants to judge fairies based on their size and, like, I don't know, the aroma of the bathwater that they're in. But beyond that, I mean, I guess I've always felt a little transient anyway. And I think this is as nice a home as I've ever found. I feel comfortable here. I'm happy here. I wouldn't agree or seek to take a position of leadership in a place where I wasn't comfortable.
That's wonderful to hear, and if you haven't heard it yet, I would just like to say that the entirety of this kingdom is your home. You are home. You are amongst friends. You are amongst family. You are in good standing. So if you ever find yourself feeling a bit out of place, remember this conversation.
Thank you. You're not still talking about my size, are you?
No, although I will say, I know you asked me to not comment on your side, but I will say it is very refreshing to be in the presence of a fairy where I can see things like how you are, how you emote, how you can express your emotions and your thoughts and your feelings. Whereas, typically, I'm sure as you know, fairies are often so small that it's hard to pick up on things like this. It's hard to pick up on inflections of voice or particular moods. But I do like that I can see and understand
well, I have
you
to
better.
say, I have to say, like most fairies, I feel like I'm pretty well endowed where it really counts, such
In
as
the
my
wings.
emotional aptitude,
Oh,
like my emotional empathy for people, among other things. Yes.
well, I'm sure that really big empathy is going to come in hand
Yeah.
soon.
I mean, my leadership potential is another one. Oh, and I'm a pretty good food critic too.
Well, that's always a plus.
Yeah. Maybe I'll retire sometime and just like review restaurants or something like that. I don't know. It's a dream of mine.
So, see, and you could do a play of words. You'd be like stuffing, or something to that effect.
Oh, I do have a question.
Yes.
If I become a water sage, am I allowed to like, how can I put this? Eat creatures of the water? Like I like seafood a lot. Or would that be like, no, that's my dominion of protection, and so I can't? And I'd be willing to not eat seafood, but I just need to know where I stand with stuff.
No, I understand that life needs to consume life to survive. And sometimes that will take the form of fish. Sometimes it will take the form of lon. Sometimes it will take the form of vegetation. But ultimately, all life is life, and life must be consumed to continue.
Oh, okay, good.
I
That's what
mean,
we call the rectangle of life.
yes, I wouldn't recommend, doing things that would break laws, such as, murder, technically frowned upon. However, understand that those laws are in place to provide guidelines, killing somebody and eating them is frowned upon, but partaking in like a
I'm not
highly
going to eat the
emotion.
Zora. I'm not like off to be like, oh, Zora's so tasty. I'm
Well,
not into intelligent species. Like,
well,
let's be clear. I'm not a murderer.
I would not think so.
And the Deku sandwich.
But yeah. But at the same time, I feel the responsibility to word things in that way, because I don't want it to come back to me where you maybe eat Norin, and then they're like, well, Stefan said that Queen Zelda said that I could eat meat, so I ate Norin, and Norin's meat. Like I trust your judgment, but yes.
You've got a good sense of humor, Zelda. We should do karaoke sometime. Go to the pub.
Oh, wait.
Drink some fermented lom juice, milk, and do karaoke. Let's put it on the calendar. A week from Saturday, okay?
Let's do it. Which, by the way, I'm about to post. I did karaoke last week.
Nice.
I did for the fucking first time ever, and I'm looking for the picture so I can put it in Cataclysm chat so nobody else can see it. But I'll find it. Okay. Okay, there it is. I gotta try to not put it where I don't go, because, Okay, sent.
Nice. That's awesome.
There's a video too, but you're not seeing it.
Oh my gosh.
That's fucking awesome, bro. Good for you.
I told you, I had fun.
That's awesome.
That couple behind you, at first, I thought they were making out, but there's actually a microphone between them.
Yeah, I was.
They're singing.
The two people in the background are my son and his girlfriend, and me and my son were duetting Misfits.
Oh, nice.
I think it was
nice.
I think it was Dig Up Her Bones.
That is awesome.
Yeah, we did a lot of songs. But yes. So yeah, so it's like karaoke, absolutely.
So fun with other people.
It really is. Actually, as an aside, so yeah, my friend just opened that karaoke bar in downtown. So she opened it about a month and a half ago, and I kept telling her, I was like, I'll come by, by. And it was like one of the last days my son was here, and I was like, we're going to do fucking karaoke. And he's like, I don't want to sing. I was like, you don't have to sing. We're fucking doing karaoke. And so, like, with the way the liquor laws are, it's like they don't serve food at that place, so it's just classified as a bar. So you need to be 21 and over
Oh, that's
to
weird.
go.
Okay.
The liquor laws are weird down here. So, like, him and his girlfriend are both 20. So we went down there, and I was like, you know what? Maybe the bartender sucks at reading IDs. Maybe, like, we'll check it out. And they have private rooms so that you can go into it and not be around the bar. So if you're under 20, if you're under 21, you can go into the private rooms. So they're like, yeah, I'm really sorry. They were very nice and sweet and apologetic about it. Like, they're like, but we'll set you up in one of our rooms. So they had like the private rooms are all made up to look like they have like the train car sliding doors, and it's just like really fucking cool. But yeah, I had a blast, and now I just need to find other people to go with again.
Nice.
I was slightly
That's sick.
inebriated, but I think that's a given. Looking at that picture, but yeah. So yeah, so it's like yeah, we when the time comes to celebrate, we will make sure that it is a legendary celebration, and we will make sure that Zop has all of the appropriate information cataloged.
Nice. Could I chime in with something, Stefan? Or
Yeah.
I would like to just say, I know that me recently when started adventure had come out from where me home was. In old Lost City, Kakariko before. Anyway, so I know what it like to be out there in scary, different world, and maybe not know where home is anymore. But I want to say stuff, and you've been with us, you going to stay with us. We fought together, we played together, and we've been through everything together. So it not matter whether Zora place or Hyrule place. What matter is that we together, and that will always be where home is. You always have home with us, stuff.
Thank you. And quite honestly, even though you're a plant, it feels like you're not rooted to one place. That you bring your roots with you, and wherever you go, it's a new home.
Deacon smiles and nods happily. Exactly.
And apparently, I have some weird disease that affects my feet in the same way. So we have something in common.
Exactly. Always have that together. Hee. Nice.
Mm-hmm. So what's next, fellas? And Zelda.
Well, when the day has been progressing, and I know that you have to go back to Kakariko Village soon, but it does mean that there isn't time to do other things if you need to, visit anybody or check on things. I know that, between the jewelry shop and Deacon's association with Ken and, and Cito's, that dare I say that you have begun to put down roots in Hyrule Castle Township. If there's anything that you need to visit before you do that, by all means, don't hesitate. But yeah, it is just getting on in the day.
Hey, I invited Ken too, right? I was like, because that's how we got here, right? We teleported in Ken's shop.
Mhm.
All right, cool. Just making sure.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
Did you plan on teleporting back with Ken?
Yes.
Okay. So.
That's why I asked. I just wanted to make sure we did that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, forget it. You know what I mean? Cool.
Absolutely. Alright, so where to?
Well, we're going back to town, right? Hyrule Town to like get some food, check in on businesses, get some dessert.
Well, we have
Maybe
to. I'm sorry.
say hi to friends, get some dessert, some beverages too.
Yeah. As I recall, we just need to get ready for the ceremony back in Kakariko. Because we had talked about we're going to do that like tonight because I was talking with Saria the night before this, and she said that she had to get everything ready. She needed a day, so yeah, we're gonna head back to Kakariko once we finished up with Zelda and stuff.
Cool.
And
Remind me, did we have a way to like get in touch with the Faka Witch? I mean, she seemed kind of cool. I was gonna see if she wanted to come, hang out with us, but
okay.
if not, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, we could go swing by Andy. Just ask her to get a message there.
Yeah, Andy is. I don't want to talk to Andy. Maybe we just go back.
Remember-
We'll go back. We'll get ready.
Remember, we still actually, owe the Faka Witch Yuko.
That's
Oh.
true. We do have to kind of make that delivery at some point. There might not be a better time to do that than now.
That'd be a good excuse to invite her to come to town.
True.
I don't think we want to invite a witch, if nothing else, into town.
No? What's her first name again? I'm trying to remember. It wasn't Faka, I didn't think.
It was
Pearl?
Was it Jemima?
Okay.
It was.
Or was it Pearl?
Pearl.
Pearl?
Oh yeah, that's it. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just teleport back and we'll make it work.
Okay. Yeah. Does anybody need anything in Hyrule Castletown before we go?
No.
Oh, I'm just saying, Guy, this is your last chance if you want, meat for a while.
Oh, that's true.
Fair. You know what? I'm good. I'm fine. It's all right. I don't want to hold us up just because of my belly.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get him the tofurkey bacon.
It's an insult to bacon.
It is. All right. So yeah, I guess we'll head back to Ken's and teleport back, maybe.
All right. So you give your farewell to Zelda and Kato, and you start to. What do you want to check at? The blacksmith shop.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna invite Ken and his family. Keithman Gabe.
All right. So let's see.
I don't remember what his actual name is anymore.
Keeson?
He is. Yeah.
It's Kevin.
Thank you.
It's Kev and Ken.
Perfect.
Which, by the way, again, real names of the real people that inspired these characters.
Love it.
They're identical twin brothers named Kevin and Ken. Oh, man. I did. Anyway. All right, so you check the blacksmith shop. As you start approaching the door, you can feel that it's cooler than it usually is. You check the door. The door has shut down for the evening. And the only thing in that hallway is a light illuminating from thank you. See, I forget his name so often that you expect me to forget his name. Bradford's office. That's the only light that is coming out of this hallway. So, do you want to check out Deacon's Armory? Do you want to go check out Bradford? What would you like to do?
Bradford's probably busy. Honestly, I just wanted to track down like Ken and his family, like teleport them to Kakariko with us.
Alright, so moving on. You make your way into the town, over to Deacon's Armory.
Unless I hear Bradford talking to someone.
Ooh, that's good shot too. That would be interesting.
Okay, so then.
Fuck, I think your headset's muted again.
Ah, fuck. Better?
Oh, or it's an internet connection thing.
Is that better?
Yeah, now it is.
Okay. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so you start to quietly approach. Everyone give me a stealth check.
Alright.
15.
Give me 1 sec.
I got a
30.
13.
Alright, so what is your marching order?
Don't know how to. Still never did figure out how to fix it where my armor doesn't give me that penalty because it doesn't have it. But whatever. It's still a crap roll.
Yeah. So we're sitting on a 7, yeah. Alright, so
Yeah.
what is the marching order?
I guess I'd probably be sneaking up the closest, to be honest. Just because me and
Would have
Lito
been behind.
Oh.
No, I would have been behind you.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright. So say that start to walk through and you're pretty stealthy. And as you start to get close to the door, you hear nothing. I mean, you can hear like the rummaging of like papers, and you can hear you can hear him talking to. You can hear Bradford's voice, but it appears that he's kind of just like talking to himself. You can't hear any any dialogue. And just as you, Deacon, you being first in line, how close do you want to get to the door?
I mean, honestly, I would probably put my ear up against it.
Okay, so
It's not like I got a window on it, right? It's not like a glass door; it's like a wooden door.
yeah, it's like a solid wooden door, but you can see like the light like coming through from underneath the door.
Perfect. Yeah, I would probably put my ear up to it, to be honest.
Okay, so you're creeping up. You stop to put your ear to the door, and Leader stops behind you, and Gully, as he's walking behind you, he's just thinking of how long he's going to have to go without any meat consumption, and he just kind of like momentarily disconnects himself from the situation and ends up bumping into Leto, and Leto falls onto Deacon, and all we can hear is like this clash from Gully's armor. And then you hear the door go as the doorknob turns, and then the door kind of like creaks open, and you just see like one eye from Bradford just peering through the doorway.
Well, I was really hoping that if it's like if he's falling onto me, I would like to just like comically open the door and just we all fall into the room.
Okay, all right, yeah, we'll do that.
Even better.
Like Stooges.
Yeah, literally, like I'm just imagining like the Scooby Doo thing, where it's like we're all like leaning around the corner, and it's like all four of our heads, except like I'm on the bottom, and it just cuts to like Gully somehow on top of all of us.
Okay.
I got a question.
Yes.
Before we go that far. How is it like a split second when I have Gully fall on me, or is it more like a second? This is important.
I imagine Gully, as he trips, would say the words something to the effect of "oh shit," or "oops," or so. I would give it. You know what? I'll
See?
yeah. I would give it like a pretty solid second.
You're like, crap.
Okay. How big's the hallway?
What's that?
How big's the hallway that we're standing in?
How big is the hallway?
Yeah. How big's the hallway?
It's wide enough that if you and Gully were standing shoulder to shoulder, your inside shoulders would overlap. But you could, without difficulty, kind of like scoot around each other if you were passing each other in the hallway. So, I'd say about 4 or 5 feet wide.
Okay. In that second where he falls, I turn into a giant chimkin and basically stop him from falling, and it should quiet his armor too, because I am covered in feathers. Because in a 20th level druid, I can wild shape anytime I want to, as many times as I want to.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So you quickly morph into a giant chimkin, and Gully essentially falls on a big fluffy down cushion.
Red feathers, by the way. They're red feathers.
Ooh.
Thanks, Lito.
All right. So my question is, being that they wouldn't fall on Deacon, and are having Stuffin at the back of the marching order, Stuffin, how do you react to seeing this?
I mean, first of all, Stuffin's flying, right? So he just like flits up a little bit higher. But I'm also trying to like role play my stealth roll, which wasn't particularly good. So he's like, "Hey guys, how you doing?" Not particularly quietly.
Okay.
Okay.
So in the startle, you verbalize.
Yes.
Lito saves us from my armor making noise to you being super loud.
Sorry.
Nice.
I don't know how to like. We have 30s and like 10s in the same.
Beautiful. No, that's perfect. That's about how it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff is like, oh my Hylia, what happened? All right. So Stuffin verbalizes at the surprise. Deacon, how do you react to see this like tower and Gully start to fall, and then just like this like I would imagine like the poof of feathers just like blinds the field of vision for you, because Lita was so close to you, and you know it just would have like filled up your field of vision. How do you react to the situation?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think he'd respond to the same way that he's always responded to seeing cuckoos large or small, which is just, wow. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like you know, with everybody kind of like falling onto each other in a comical fashion, I imagine like now he's just like tucked under one of Lito's like wings. He's just like, it's just his head peeking out from the feathers now. Like he's just part of the Katamari Damacy ball now.
All right, so that interaction in its entirety would not have caused a big enough disturbance to break Bradford from his tunnel vision of working. So he does not open the door. He does not see what the commotion is about. It did not generate enough noise. But so as of right now, the doors are closed. Deacon is still close enough to the door that he's listening, and yeah. So as you can tell, he's in there. He is working. He is the only one in there, and he is just which by now you would recognize like is in line with his character. He is just talking to himself as he is fully engulfed in his work.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like if you're like looking to make out certain words, you hear things to the effect of, "Now where did I put that? There it is." And then when he finds it, he's like, "See, it's what do they call that? It's like a messy organization." Oh, it's like an ADD thing.
I'm familiar.
Oh, duh. You hear him call it an organized mess.
Oh.
An organized mess describes a situation that appears chaotic but has an underlying order where a person can find what they are looking for despite the disarray. And that very much represents his office and his style of organizing stuff. So you hear him call it. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, while this is happening, I was just like to like use my telepathy on Leto. Just go, Leto, when did you get so majestic and yet so soft?
Kind of always been like that. As I turn into a little garden snake and just wrap myself around Deacon's like top branches.
Nice. Wow. Compact. Excellent. Thank you. It's true. He has always been majestic and on the inside very soft. This is true about him, about Leto. He is excellent. All right. Yeah. I now that I have the crown of Sneck, yeah, I will continue peeking into Bradford's office.
Okay. Do you crack the door and look in, or you just kind of like listen from the outside?
Still listening, I guess. Yeah, that would be probably most appropriate right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there a crack under his door?
Yes. You can see light coming through the bottom of the door.
Can I kind of snake down Ikun towards that crack in the door?
Okay. Yeah. I will like for me to like kind of put my head underneath it, like, or metaphorically, like lean down to the ground.
Oh no, I was gonna literally slither under it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah.
And actually, as I hit the ground, I'll turn into chameleon. A chameleon.
Cute.
So that way I can blend in.
Nice.
All right. Now,
Which, for any of you, this would be the first time you've seen Leto do this 3 times in a row.
Yeah. Deacon is surprised and impressed. And yeah. Leto is going beyond druid. How's that line go?
Plus Ultra.
Thank you, yes.
And this is a level beyond.
Yes, thank you, yes. A level beyond. A level beyond druid.
That is the... Okay, so... Okay, yeah. So with that, we have learned something very important about Leto from the previous session to this one? And what is that something, Leto?
At level 20?
Oh, jeez. Could you say it with less enthusiasm? Leto has made level 20 as of the end of last session.
Yes. As officially. I am an archdruid now.
Oh, shoot, that reminds me. I still didn't add that 25,000.
Yes. Don't forget to, at the end of the last session, everyone got 25k XP. Everyone be sure to add that to your thing. And that was enough to put Leto into the top level category, so congratulations.
Yes.
Nice.
Yay!
I'm on level of basically a demigod.
Hell yeah.
I think level 20 is beyond demigod personally. But
See.
yes.
So, aside from teleporting, is there like any not teleporting, the shifting into different animals? Is there anything like different about Leto? Like, you have new tattoos, or like, are you rocking a new hairstyle or something like that?
No. He just
Okay.
probably is like glowing a little bit more. Like
You didn't get a tattoo
little
that
bit
said
more.
I'm level 20?
Oh, he looks more like in tune with the world type of thing. That's the best way to
Mm.
describe it.
Are his eyes like glazed over white and just constantly subtly illuminating?
Every once in a while, yes.
Little like sparkly effects sometimes on his scales, I almost imagine.
Refers to
oh,
himself
yeah.
in
like
third person.
like
Fingers always have like something growing between them, like he's rolling a coin, but it's like a vine.
I imagine he has that like reflective quality of like the sun on the ocean, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? You just see like that kind of shimmer on his scales, yeah.
That sounds pretty sweet.
Well, the other thing that Leto has, which goes undervalued in a campaign because it's all make believe, but like would be awesome in real life if we had this, is like that slow aging thing.
Oh yeah, every 10 years is now one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like how many of us wouldn't love something like that?
I just like the idea of being able to, transform into anything, anytime. Any beast, and including my elemental forms. So I can go back and forth.
Cool.
But anyhow.
Hell yeah.
$1,000,000 under the door.
All right. Okay, so you as you come through the underneath the door, you are immediately just engulfed in like random papers all strewn about. You can hear him, but you can't see him.
How dark is it in here?
Not very. It's pretty well lit.
Because they can do that.
All right.
Get a nice little vantage point.
All right. If you're camouflaging, give me a stealth check.
Okay. I get advantage on it because I'm stealthy. I'm camouflaging.
What is your modifier as a chameleon?
Let's see. It's still mine because mine is actually better and I'm allowed to use it. So it's a +4.
Okay. So I will give you an option. And before you roll, you tell me which option you'd like to take. You can either take your +4, or you can give an additional +5, which would make it a +9, but you would roll at a disadvantage since it's your first time being a chameleon. So either +4 or +9 at disadvantage.
I'll take the +4 at advantage.
Okay.
It's just much better.
No advantage, just +4.
Oh, just straight.
Yeah.
The +9 at disadvantage can be all kinds of bad things.
It is risky, but it is potentially a bigger payoff.
They say advantage is roughly works out to be a +4
Okay.
on average. So, I mean, that would imply that rolling with disadvantage would be a slight benefit, but I don't know if you
Doesn't
want
matter.
to roll at disadvantage.
Still a
Oh,
9.
you did it already?
Yeah, it's a 9 no matter what.
Is that the... You give me sleight of hand. But same modifier, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I want to roll and see what it... See, that would have been so much better.
Yes, that would have been a lot better. Okay, well, let's see. Since he is so enveloped in his work, I will simply roll him at disadvantage anyway. Let's see if he... No, he does not notice you at all.
Okay.
So, okay, you come in, you camouflage yourself on a wall. He doesn't notice you. After a few minutes, you can kind of you can tell from just the sound of his voice where he's coming from, and you periodically see like the rustling of just different mounds of paper as he's making his way through the room. Periodically, like you'll see like the top of his head going like across one crest of paper to the next, like it's a weird shark fin. But yeah, he's in there. He's just grabbing stuff. But I will say, you notice in the organized mess a piece of paper with the rental agreement for Cetos. And it sticks out because there's a red stamp on it that says overdue. What would you like to do?
I paid it a little while ago.
Well, that's the thing about loans, is you need to keep paying them. And you did. You paid a good bit. You even paid it up a little bit. You even paid it ahead a little bit. But there is
interest, baby.
Yeah, but I didn't think that much time has passed.
I think it's been a good number of... I don't even remember the last time you paid. I think the last time that you paid, and I believe the only time you paid, was right before we started to look into Stuffin's jewelry shop. So from the...
And that's like 5 days ago? It hasn't even been like a week.
I'm trying to help you out. Your rental agreement is left unattended on the desk.
I understand, but Lito's not that type of person.
Okay, fine. It doesn't say overdue. It says payment due in 10 days.
It's fine.
Okay.
I don't have the money for it anyway, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Jesus Christ. Okay. God damn it, Bobby. I just unplugged my lamp. Yep, I just unplugged my lamp.
Let me double check. How much money do I have? Not much.
Oh, there you go, I got it. Okay, so what else are you kind of looking for in the room?
Ooh, boy, expenses and cash flow just don't add up around here, huh?
How are there any dark corners in the room?
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of like, I guess each corner of the room is largely dark. I mean, the bulk of the light is coming from a desk lamp and a few kind of like illuminating orbs, but the corners are pretty dark. If you wanted to look for like a shadow that is cast amongst like the mounds of paperwork, there would be a number of shadows that are pretty sizable to a chameleon.
Nah, forget about it. Let's just go back, because that way we can move on.
All right, so you
Maybe you can extort them for money.
Vito's not that type of person.
fair. All right, so you crawl down, you crawl back under the door, um, and what do you inform the party about?
He's by himself.
All right,
Nothing really else to tell him about.
really not. All right, so you convey that he is by himself. You convey that there's nothing of interest going on right now, and the party is once again back together. So anything before?
And I have a loan that's due very shortly.
Yes.
Do you say anything about that, Lito?
Yes, I mentioned.
So yeah, I have a loan that's due very, very shortly. It seems.
Ooh, how much? Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. We need to go make some money.
Yes.
All right. So anything before going to Deacon's?
To Ken's, which is right next door.
No, Ken's is closed up. The furnace is off. The door is locked. It feels like it has cooled down. It has probably been closed for roughly an hour.
Man, I'm slowly thinking, like, man, I feel like I want to be that type of person, but I can't read that well, so it's not going to help anyway.
Yes,
Anyway,
you can.
that's true. What's my percentage by now, Puck? Can I at least read that it's like Lito's papers? Hypothetically.
Yeah, I would say that, especially since Lito's the one who is teaching you how to read, which
that's true. I would have at least a vague idea of what his signature looks like.
Yes.
I'm not saying I'm going to copy it, but I'm saying I would at least like know that kind of thing.
Yeah, because and then Lito's and Cito's looks, similar, and
So-
you'd be able to put it together. Like, yeah,
This is like a sincere thing. That Deacon would have as an actual idea. He says, if you saw your paper in there, could you take it so we could look at it? I want to see how I can like maybe read contracts and be more like you someday. And that's like a sincere thing. He's not trying to get one over on you. Like, genuinely, he's thinking like he's never he was there when you signed the original paperwork. And I think he would kind of appreciate the chance to look over at that stuff on an official level as one of the next like reading projects. Because you guys got to do that stuff together. You know what I mean, man?
Okay, but we have to pay it back.
Okay.
See if there's anything about any bounties or anything to make some money on that paperwork.
Ooh, true. Actually, yeah, I never thought about that. We could do stuff like that.
Oh.
That'd be kind of cool.
In theory, then why don't we all just walk in and then when you're really good with your hands?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, is that okay with you, Lito? Sorry, I don't want to impose or anything.
No, it's perfectly fine. I'm just going with it's. If we're going in for a purpose, go in for a purpose, and easy enough.
I'm with you, man.
Get Bradford on to something
yeah.
else, and then distract him, type of thing.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, actually, yeah, Hey, I did have Okay, so sorry, I'm trying to put this into words. Didn't Kato want to talk to him? Like, we were supposed to like. Yeah, anyway. So I'm just trying to remember this a little bit, but it was like there's something like we were talking to Kato about Bradford briefly, and I was
He's
teasing you.
undead.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, if you guys don't mind if I take a minute, I would kind of like to see what he's up to, if that's okay. Like, I was thinking about just kind of what Deacon would actually be thinking in the situation, and like, do you mind? Like, would that be okay? I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
know we were trying to do other stuff, but
Sure.
okay. Lito, is that okay with you?
Go for it.
Thanks. So yeah, I would like to All right, cool. So yeah, I'd like to just kind of peek into the room a little bit. Like, I will not like with my eyes, but I mean like just kind of like kind of like knock and then like open the door a little bit. Just go. Hi. Are you still in there, Mr. Bradford?
His head pops up like a gopher's.
Nice. Hi. So I wanted to ask you about something.
Yeah,
How have you been?
good. My turn. What are you doing here so early?
Well, to be honest, we're going to yeah, I was looking for Ken, but we saw that your light was on. Wanted to come, see what was going on. I know that kind of time is probably a little wonky for you, my man. But yeah, I just want to make sure you're okay. And plus, there are also like a couple other things that like I know you've been busy and stuff. We haven't seen you around Cedos in a minute. Have you been? Just want to make sure you're doing okay.
Oh yeah,
I mean, technically, it's a good thing you're not need to buy potions and stuff. I mean, you're not sick or anything, but still.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just doing my thing. What day is it?
Do I know what day it is? I tell him what day it is.
So what day it is? He goes, huh?
Excellent.
I guess I've been a little wrapped up in here. Yeah, but no.
He's just wrapped up like a mummy.
Yeah. He's like
Bradford the paperwork mummy. That's the kind of undead he is.
He's like
Excellent.
wading through the paperwork as he like works towards you, just kind of like kicking it out of his way as he goes. I'm just like, nah, just do my thing. Yeah, can I get you something?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to, of course, check on you. Has Kato been by to see you at all? I think you mentioned he might want to talk to you at one point, but I didn't get to follow up with him about that. There's some other stuff going on.
Kato.
I want to see if he's been checking on you.
Kato.
I just imagine him like sorting through papers, trying to remember who.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. It's like,
oh yeah, according to this contract, he's yeah.
Yeah, I think he came. I think it was Kato. Big tall guy, suit of armor. Can't see his face. Yeah, it sounds like Kato. Yeah. Yeah, I came by a little while ago. Might have been an hour, might have been like 8 days. It's hard to tell.
Fair.
Yeah, he's asking me some weird questions. I don't know. I told him some stuff and just waited for him to go away. I was busy, but yeah, he was here. I think he wanted something or was checking on something or wanted to give me something like that.
Okay. So, yeah. Honestly, give me 1 second. So, can I? So I'd like to ask him. So yeah, I wanted to just kind of check in with you about a thing or two. Do you have time?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. So essentially, I like. So this is along the lines of how I wanted to check up on him. Like, is he physically like doing okay? It's like you described him as kind of like whereas Rudo's kind of like physically holding up. You described him as being kind of for lack of a better term, mushy, like and not so good.
Disintegrating.
Yeah, like not so
Decaying.
good. Yeah, like the
He-
bad kind.
He is decaying, and it's a little bit more every time, but not a noticeable amount.
Mhm.
And it is not something that he even notices.
Mhm.
But then again, I think if like an ear fell off, he might not notice it. So it's and he's like, yeah, I feel fine. I feel great. You know, I'm good. I'm
Okay. All right. So yeah. The thing that I want to ask him about is because this is the only place that I know in Hyrule Castletown that I could do something like this. I just want to ask if he'll help me refill my fucking my paperwork tools because I have like a forgery kit that I've used a couple of times and I just want to get it refilled and stuff while I'm here.
oh yeah.
Like because like I need like basically paperwork tools and stuff. So
He kind of like points over to his desk and he's like left drawer all the way on the bottom. There should be a bunch of stuff there. Just whatever you do, just don't take the last one of whatever you need. And let me know if anything
Okay.
seems low, and I'll just get more of it.
Okay, thank you. Arigato. And yeah, I will I will go do that. And yeah, just gonna see if I can refill my forgery kit.
All right, give me
It's got like
give me a
oh sorry.
give me a D6. Okay, before you roll it.
Oh, uh-huh.
So he expressly said left side bottom shelf, bottom drawer,
Yes.
but we're going to go with left side top to bottom 1 2 3, right side top to bottom 4 5 6.
Sounds good. Okay. Yes, I that works for me. Okay. I got a 5.
Okay, so you go for the right side mid drawer, and he sees you going for it, and like as you're reaching, it's like Deacon, other side, all the way at the bottom.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. I imagine that's like a sincere like he's just thanking drawers and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. I that's just not him being Deacon.
Exactly.
Yeah. I will go to the right drawer. The actual. I'm sorry. I'll go to the correct drawer. Yeah.
So yeah, all sorts of supplies. Everything is well stocked. As a point of reference, I'm going to say that this drawer is meticulously organized.
Ooh, okay. I'll be very, very careful with it.
Yes, it is not. It is not an organized mess. It is intentionally well organized. But yeah,
okay. So I have like 1 6. I think I still have some of this. Let me make sure I do. So I thought I had some of that like nice bottled spring water. I was just gonna leave him a little jar that is a little thank you, like
very
a
nice.
bottle of it, like corked and stuff, just from the Kakariko spring. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just refill my forgery kit.
All right, sounds good. Forgery kit is refilled.
All right. So. Yeah. And then yeah, perfect. Thank you. Yeah. I guess yeah. As I will thank him for his help. And yeah, I'm going to just see if I can see any of like Lito's papers around there on my way out.
Gotcha. You notice it's like right on top. it says the things you can definitely read. You definitely recognize Lito's name and Cito's. You recognize the note on it that says due in 10 days, and you notice the date on it is 11 days
I
ago.
can count that high now.
Nice.
No, I'm kidding. It's not dated 11 days ago. It's dated in 10 days.
Excellent. I was just happy I could count to 10. Okay. Yeah. I will just gonna just subtle spell enhance ability on myself, dexterity, and I will just kind of like tuck that into my forgery kit as I walk away.
All right. Wait, the paper?
Yeah.
All right, give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay, so my subtle spell enhance ability will give me advantage. Because I really don't want to win this, as hilarious as that would be. So watch me get double ones. That's going to be even funnier.
Yeah. All right, you're good because I'm still running off his one. So
Word, excellent.
He does not notice. All right, and you make your way up.
All right, cool.
Okay,
all
so
right.
where to?
All right. Yeah.
Iku,
sorry.
did you find out the stuff that Gully asked about?
I'm staring at him. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm really sorry. This is like in character. Like I use one track mind. I'm so sorry.
Happen to have any bounties or contracts to make money?
I will go back inside.
Need to make sure we cover business expenses for Lido.
Yes.
Gully,
Thank
just as a heads up, there's also, the Adventurers Guild that we haven't been doing in a long time.
Ooh, that would be heat. I would love to check out the Adventurers Guild.
You know, it's funny because that's
That
exactly
might be
where I was going to go with
tomorrow
this.
morning.
That's true.
They're probably closed right now.
Not true.
No, the Adventurers Guild. They're probably open 24/7, but the good quest will probably be tomorrow morning.
That's true. Yeah, let's I will peek back in and just ask Bradford if that's where we should go or if he has those here.
All right, so you pop in, you ask him, and he goes, "Huh? It's funny, me. I was actually going to take these down to the Adventurers Guild in this morning, because you still think that it's morning even though it's nighttime."
I feel that.
And he's like,
That's me.
He's like, but I mean, if you're headed over there anyway, I mean, it would save me a trip, and I could stay here and keep going. Like, yeah, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah,
And
I'd be happy to, Bradford.
he hands you a tan folder with a number of papers in it.
All right. Yeah. I will. I will. At least in front of him, keep it sealed, and I will. I'll nod. Go say, yeah, we'll take this down right away. Thanks, Bradford.
All right, Mister. Bye again.
Bye. Arigato.
All right, so you make your way back out of the office again, and what do you do?
Yeah.
Well, it is that time, Decoon. Why don't you climb onto my shoulder, and since you have them, we're going to do our reading assignment on the way out.
Yay! You can,
Way we get our reading practice in today.
All right.
Excellent. Good call. Good call. Yeah, I have no idea how close we are, but we got to be pretty close. We know this, right?
You are very close.
Okay, yeah, let's get it in. I will. Yeah. Honestly, I think Deacon does sincerely think that practicing with the contract would be fun. So when I return it, it's all like scribbled in crayon and completely unusable. Completely illegible.
You know what?
No, I was meaning the tan folder.
Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah, sorry. That
So
actually sounds even better. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Yes.
Honestly, I didn't see you take.
That's true. With a 41, I don't think anybody saw me take it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it all out there now. Prior to your reading session, you were at 80%. given
Nice. Okay.
the legality of the difficult reading of, I assume you're opening up the folder and looking at what you're bringing to the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah.
Okay, so since this is like upper level contract stuff, I'll just give you the last 20%. Instead of making
Thank
you do a whole other day, like you are good.
I appreciate it.
I'm going to write on my GM notes for on your character sheet. Deacon can read. There we go.
Yay!
And right.
Thank you.
And
Oh,
right.
true. Yes.
All right.
Excellent. We
So-
have made it, boys.
Mission
I can read
accomplished.
before I'm a sage. That's going to be really nice for
I-
what we have planned.
I respect that dedication.
Arigato.
That was a
Couldn't
fucking
have done
journey.
it with Helito. That
Yeah.
was awesome.
Okay, so you learn you realize very quickly these are not your run of the mill Adventurers Guild quests.
Mhm.
These are all past due notices from the bank.
Oh shit. Okay.
And there
Oh
are
shit.
hold on, I'm going to roll for how many there are.
Mhm.
And I'm going to add one. I'm going to roll d6 plus 1.
We gotta go be bill collectors?
No, we don't.
You don't
No
have
bueno.
to do.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so there are 3 different assignments for 3 different
Mhm.
people that are past due. Let's see. Because if we're gonna do this, let's make this interesting. Okay. 1. It says location, Zora's domain. Name, Benkler, Benkler. Past due notice 4, the crusty tuna.
Ooh.
Amount due 500 rupees.
Mm.
Wait, is this? I thought is this who I think it is? I want to do like really interesting ones. Okay. Second past due notice. Location. Hyrule Castle Town. Name.
Queen Zelda.
Rock Turner.
I see
Ode.
what you're doing now.
Owed 2,000 rupees or his guitar. And the last one, location, Rito Village. Race, Rito.
Oh
Name.
no.
Do you want to say it for me?
Trifali.
No.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Brutali. And okay. For this, it says underpayment. It says nothing except thief.
Oh shit.
Wait,
Do I know them from somewhere? I
It
can't remember.
says what?
Thief. Theif.
Darn, they're calling you a thief, Lito?
No, not Lito, Brutali.
I'm just kidding. I said underpayment.
Oh. So, Brutali does not own a loan. He is targeted by the bank for stealing from the bank. We have Rock Turner, who, to put it out there, borrowed money from the bank to purchase his guitar, which he has not paid back, and Benkler, who is the proprietor of the... Oh, what was it fucking called? Krusty Tuna.
Krusty Tuna.
The Krusty Tuna. And he owes 500 rupees.
Wait, though, who's Bertali? Is that the 7-Eleven guy?
Brutali was one of the pre-gen... Brutali was a pre-gen that we did. He is an Oath of Glory Rito Faka Paladin.
Shit, I don't remember him. No shit, I remember all the other ones. That's crazy.
I don't have creation information on him. In fact, he apparently made him so long ago, I somehow deleted his picture. So I'll have to get a new picture for Brutali. But yes, Brutali, Benkler, and Rock Turner.
I remember Rock Turner. That was a fun day.
That was a blast making him.
Well, all right.
All right. So
Yeah.
you have the papers, and with the expectation that it's going to the Adventures Guild, but with the ultimate expectation that these things will resolve themselves. All three notes are from the bank. So, what would you like to do?
Well, yeah. What do you guys think? Adventurers Guild before we go teleport Ken? Or...
Just a second.
Sure, yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll head to the guild. Unless, Lito, you need us to wait for a second.
I will go. Good job. Hold on to those for a second.
Okay. I hand him over.
I will turn into a goat and eat them.
All right. So you eat all three notices. They are gone.
Yep, there's no proof. Hopefully.
Well, if they want to dig through that, I guess that's up to them.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
Hell yeah. Okay. So the notes are eaten.
Nice.
On our way to Ken's. Deacons. All right.
All right.
So we start to go over to Deacons, and things over there seem like they are starting to calm down themselves. Ken, what did we rename his son? I forgot.
Gabriel,
that's what I think. Kev, Gabe, and are in the place. And actually, I would say since we're walking through town, Ken is in the middle of town over by the fountain, and he has his his hand, like he's like leaning. As you approach, you recognize that he is leaning over the fountain, like towards the water, like he's leaning into it. And
he's being into it, isn't he?
You would think that, but no.
Okay.
As you get closer, he has his hand kind of like in it, like he's running his hands through the water, and you can hear him, talking to himself. And well, when you get closer, you realize he's actually talking to the water, and he's like, "Oh, you are such good water today. You're not yellow or brown or nothing. You look so clean. You're such a good little living of water. I'm so proud of you." And he's just talking to the water and saying how happy he is that it's not yellow water.
We did purify the fountain. He lost his mind. Is he doing okay? Is he on drugs again?
No, I think he's operating at the best rate that he can operate.
Understandable. Good for him. Good for him.
Good for him. Oh man. Do you disturb him?
Yeah. So wait, this is Ken or wait, which one is this?
Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin.
Okay, yes, okay.
If I said Ken, I forgot.
So yes, I was so confused. Right. Yeah. I will I will walk over to him. Hi, good afternoon.
He turns.
It's 10 at night.
He just turns to you guys like, "Look at the pretty water.
Isn't it nice?
It's so nice. It's so clean."
You could almost drink it. Don't do that.
Before you say "don't do that," he starts to do it, and then when you say "don't do that," he like snatches his hand back. He's like, "I wasn't gonna do that."
I don't know why, but I'm gonna walk up, put a hand on his back, and just cast Dispel Magic. I don't know. He's weirder than normal.
Seems a little off today.
The Dispel Magic has no effect. He is under no magical influence.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're okay, buddy.
This is peak Kevin performance. Love it.
Nice.
This is the first time I'm looking at chat in a while. We collectively don't know what Brutali stole yet. We just know that he was labeled a thief by the bank. That's all we know thus far. Back to Kevin. So he's like, what are you guys doing out here? Are you following me?
No, a coincidence. Don't worry about that.
Oh, what? What's that?
Yeah. Do you just like 1,000-yard stare for like 3 seconds? He says, anyway, so we were looking for you and your brother. We going to have a nice little celebration in Kakariko. Wanted to know if you guys wanted to come.
I would love to come. And I'm sure my brother would too. He's over there in the shop. I'll come with you. Just give me a quick second. I'll catch up with you, okay?
Okay. Sound good.
All right. So you guys start heading over to Deacon's Armory?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Lido, because I know you have the highest passive, you can hear.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah, he's peeing in the fountain.
No. Always. Everyone always. It's oh no.
You first start to
So Lido, as soon as the first drips start hearing, he will turn around and go, "As a employee of mine, you shall stop that right now."
I can't stop once I start. And actually,
It's coming out of your pay.
while he's saying this, like he turns to you to say it. So I mean, all of you are far enough away, but now he's no longer peeing in the fountain, and he's just peeing on the ground. And like this was completely unintentional by him, so he's continuing to urinate, and he looks over at the fountain, and he looks at his continuous urinating on the floor, and shrugs his shoulders and go, "I stopped. Not peeing in the fountain no more."
True enough. Why do I imagine Shimkin just like puts her wing in front of Deku to like shield his eyes?
I believe it. Oh shit. So this whole interaction takes roughly 20 seconds before he starts to, before the stream starts to lighten up, and you just see his whole body like in the reflecting moonlight off of the fountain. You just see his whole body just give like a hard shiver, and he's like, "All right, let's go."
Turn into a quick water elemental. If the water get up on me, and then immediately turn back into Leto, and I imagine the water just goes splashing down off of me, kind of like disperse it.
Absolutely, just cleanse the whole area.
Yes.
Yes, you are pee free.
Nice, excellent.
All right, so now the collective of you, including Kevin, starts heading to Cito's.
Excellent.
Aren't we?
I'm sorry, not Cito. I apologize. Yeah. Heading towards Deacon's Armory. There we go. And you get in there. You see again that it's starting to close up for the night. They're tallying the money. They're kind of like Gabriel is kind of like polishing a couple of armor sets to make sure they look nice. And then, you know what? Let's say that Kevin enters in first. And before he can say anything, Ken's like, it's like, "I don't care if you're family. We don't have any public restrooms here." And then he just has like this like ear to ear grin on his face, like, "I don't need to go anymore."
God. Oh God.
Oh fucking A.
Excellent.
All right, and then you guys come in shortly after.
Hi. That would take all family business, eh? Anyway.
Family business.
Anyway, Deku, waves as he walks in. Hi. Good morning. No, he's like, hi. Hey. I know we mentioned this when we were on our way to meet with Zelda, but Ken, you ready for that trip to Kakariko?
Yeah. Sounds great. Just give me a few more minutes to tidy up, and it'll be good. So
Nice.
everything it does, he starts doing it a little bit more quickly. And every time, and Ken keeps trying to assist, and every time he like goes over to maybe like start to polish a like a piece of armor or something, Gabriel turns to him and is like, "Did you wash your hands? Don't touch that."
Can I prestidigitate Ken's hands from like 30 feet away? I mean, Kevin's hands.
Yeah, yes, you can.
Sorry.
So I'm getting you all fucked up now. I'm just throwing random names out there at this point. So you clean off Kevin's hands with some prestidigitation, allowing him to help a little bit with the cleaning. It still takes more. It actually adds time to the cleaning because he's dropping things or whatever. But it's Kevin. He's doing his best.
doing his best.
And finally, where Ken kind of was like, oh, it might take like 3 to 5 minutes. It took more closer to 10 to 15 with Kevin helping. And so finally they're like, all right, we're ready.
All right.
Kevin looks
Oh, sorry.
concerned.
You okay?
It's like, I'm okay, but just a little nervous.
What's that? Why?
Well, which one's going to be the real me? Like, I'm here. And then if I'm over there, if I'm like, if I'm over there too, which one's really me?
But you're not over there too. We're going there.
Yeah, but we're gonna like with like magic. Like I'm here, and then you're gonna use magic, and then I'm gonna be over there too. So like, which one's me?
Dude, his like brow furrows, his head tilts. It's like, but there's no two yous. It's just the one.
Well, now. So am I gonna when I go through when I teleport with all of you? Does like this me? You said there's only one, so does this me die when the other me's over there? And is it gonna hurt?
No. Don't worry. We do this all the time. Well, here, we'll put it this way, Kevin. You see, when you get there, tell us how you feel. Let us know if you feel like you're dead, and then we'll know what happened.
How will I know if I died?
I don't know. Well, you'll tell us because you'll feel it.
I mean, I'll try. All right.
Excellent.
All right. Let's all go. Not die or die. I haven't figured that yet.
All right. I dramatically point at the sky, snap my fingers, and teleport us into Kakariko Village.
All right. So you all port to Kakariko, and the moment you come to, he's like touching his chest and feeling his arms, and he's like, "Oh, good." The other one died.
Pretty alive to me. Nice.
He's like, "Hey, has anyone seen Barb?"
Sweating. just anime sweat drop emoji.
And if we have seen Barb, now that the old me died, am I still married to her? The answer given is canon. I'm letting you know.
Ooh, okay. DQ decidedly says yes.
Yes, we're still married.
Yes.
Okay. All right, good.
Because it's until death do you part, but death is not parted between you. So, you're still, as long as there is still one of you, much like a blood moon in 7 Days to Die, it only ends if you both die at the same time.
That sounds.
It keeps going.
So I can keep teleporting, and the new me will still be married to her.
Yes.
What if we teleport together? Then we're not married anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Evan, do you not want to be married to Barb anymore?
No, I do. I I'm not entirely sure. Like she wants to be married to me. So I mean, like she goes and she's gone for long periods of time, and she's always going on adventures, and you know, so sometimes I think that she doesn't want to be my husband or be my wife. So I'm like, I figure like if she wasn't, she might be happier. So I was like, I figure when I saw her, I might have some good news for her. But no, I don't, I don't, I still want to be married to her.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Dad.
So okay.
Oh, the next time we possibly see her, we'll ask her if she still wants to be married to you, and then let you know. How about that?
I mean, I guess that's easier than going through a teleportation together. Especially because I might have got lucky this time. I don't know. I don't know about any time after that. Like it was cool. It was cool. But
Don't think too hard.
That's my motto.
Trust me.
That's if I could write, that would be a slogan for me. So you are in Kakariko Village. Where in the village did you teleport to?
I imagine like I know the piece I have is around the well, so probably like the around the center of it, pretty much.
Okay. All right. So do you want to do anything before going to the Deku Tree?
Yes.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to collect all the incense and other pieces that I requested, because I still don't know if I'm bringing back Riku or not.
Ooh. All right. So let's see. Bringing up Kakariko Village. There it is. All right.
That's actually the reason we needed to like not do it yesterday is because we had to get all the stuff together and then to like kind of like get the potential like reincarnation ceremony done, like not like done done when we do it, but like prepared.
Yes. Okay, got it. All right. So where are we collecting the things from? Refresh me.
It was basically like oh sorry.
I asked the town for them, and you said yes, they will get them together.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
so
they
it okay.
collected it
So
too.
collectively, the town was collecting. Okay. So yeah, not a problem. So you spend a moment to collect all the necessary reagents that you needed to possibly bring Rico back to life. Anything else?
All right. Yeah. Let's see. I guess honestly, if there's anyone that Deacon probably wants to get together, like since we're doing the ceremony, I was thinking like this is for Rico's like reincarnation, right? Like potentially. So I was thinking like maybe if this is okay with you guys, we could kind of tie this into the sage thing a little bit. That's okay.
How so?
So what I was thinking, right, was I wanted to give like a public service for Rico, because I mean, and what I kind of mean by that is like the sage thing is less that since this would potentially be his return and stuff. I wanted this to be. I wanted to ask if you thought it would be appropriate if maybe we had this as a more public thing. More is what I'm trying to get at with Saria and stuff, and Deacon wanted to give like a little in memoriam kind of as it goes, and kind of like just kind of let the people all kind of Kakariko all kind of like come to terms with what's been happening with Rico and stuff, and really understand what he's sacrificed and stuff for everything that he's done for them up to this point, and then hopefully with that could give the whole thing a little more power to work for him. Does any of that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't sound inappropriate or anything, but yeah, I was just thinking that we could kind of gather like anybody else who's interested, as I imagine this would be like slightly going around, but more to kind of like just address anyone that since Deacon and Rico both kind of grew up here more or less. I know that Deacon's timeline thing is a little wonky, but they still have like a degree of similarity. So, well, you know what I mean. I think Deacon would at least know some of the people who are growing up around here with him, and would just want to like gather those people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, just grab anyone who like knew Rico, knows Rico, wants to talk with him or about him or anything like that, and just kind of give them the opportunity to attend the ceremony so that they can have maybe a little closure, or even just kind of celebrate what he is and what he's done for them and for everyone else.
Sounds great. Alright, so immediately, like, Kevin finds a stick and something metal,
Mhm.
and he just starts like banging on it with the stick. And also keep in mind, like, it's late,
Mhm.
the town is pretty quiet, and him with his big booming voice, he starts saying, he's like, hear ye, everybody come outside. We have an important thing to show everybody. So it's like knocking on doors and like pressing his face against people's windows of their houses, and he's like, I see you in there, get out here.
I'm just gonna reach out and just cast polymorph on him to shut him up.
What do you polymorph him into?
I'm gonna turn him into a turtle.
I love that. That's so good.
Oh, poor guy, he died. He got turned into a turtle. He didn't
He's really
die.
living his best Polnareff life.
For real. Okay. But regardless, he made a big scene, and you can start to see the lights in the houses coming on around the town. Everyone, slowly people start filing out.
I'll go pick up the turtle, by the way.
Okay, we're not gonna we're not gonna trample the turtle. All right. So they start to come to the center of the town and gathering around the smoldering bonfire, where they look a little bit confused, a little bit tired, and finally, somebody speaks up. Mito says, what's going on here? What's this all about?
Yeah, I guess I would I don't know if you want me to do it in like in Deacon's exact words, or just kind of summarize it for brevity, because I know we're getting up there in hours. But I want to just kind of explain to them, like, guys, I have good news and bad news, but it is very important that it's heard by all of the good citizens of Kakariko. Rico, once aide of the Forest Temple, has, well, starters, we have cleansed the Forest Temple. Zarya is safe, and she has been rescued. However, there was a cost in this process. Rico, the one that we have all known and loved, in many ways one of the brightest lights of Kakariko, has unfortunately been turned out by the forces of Ganon.
in the process of purifying them.
Turned out.
Giggity.
Sorry. Doing my best. I
I
didn't want to
I'm
say
sorry.
snuff.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. We're gonna turn this place the fuck out now, boys. He's been anyway. Yes. So, yes. Rico has been killed by the forces of Ganon, and we are holding a service in memoriam to him. And I would ask anyone who is willing and able and has a memory of him to come visit and pay their respects. Some of what we've attempted to gather today is a special ritual of which Archdruid Leto is going to attempt to reincarnate. But I know not what the results of that will be. So I ask that
We don't know if we're going to do that yet, since Ari is the one that has to decide.
scratch that. Okay, okay. So I'll just retcon that sentence. Thank you, Ludo. Sorry. So we wish to pay a certain amount of respect to him and kind of honor his memory and give our best wishes to Saria. I'm sorry this comes on short notice and at a late hour, but it is unfortunately the soonest we could get this message out to you.
All right. So everyone starts to perk up a little bit. They, you can hear like murmurings throughout the crowd about like, oh my god, I didn't know that it happened to Rico, and oh my god, he's such a hero, and just the absolute expected platitudes kind of come through the crowd, and then the crowd kind of breaks, and after a few minutes, and one of the young Kokiri starts to approach you guys holding Saria's hand. This little Kokiri, who is about, half the size of Saria, comes to you and she says, "Tell her what you just told us about how you can bring him back and make it right."
Just hoping to retcon that sense. Whoops. Okay.
Nope.
Fair enough.
Well,
That's fair.
first, insight check, because she's supposed to be in the Deacon tree, and nobody knows she's here yet.
So you're insight checking?
I'm insight checking this little girl because you were supposed to stay in the Deacon tree with Laura.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is very weird.
You said she's holding Saria's hand?
Give me an insight check.
That's natural one.
Well, so with a natural one, the first thought in your head is, what is she doing here? How did she get here? What's going on? But you notice something with your passive. You notice that you know what? I'm going to message it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to lean into it. I'm going to explain to her that, in Deacon's best terms, he's going to try to explain that the gifts that nature has given us, these regents and regents and these incenses and stuff, can potentially, kind of like bring like the energy of Kakariko and its flora and its people are such anodyne that indeed, it is such a warming embrace that sometimes, if we're lucky, we can draw back souls that have unfortunately passed. But they have to be willing. We have to reach out to Rico and just let him know how much he's loved. And then hopefully we will be able to see him again.
And Saria chimes in. She says, I think that if you can bring back Rico, that it would be a wonderful thing, not only for him and not only for me, but it would create a beacon of light and hope for everyone in this village.
DQ nods. I agree. Thank you, sorry.
So what do you need from us?
Yeah, I will just kind of like, explain the regions that we've gathered in very brief terms. And I'll just say, if you could, I would like everybody to meet up at the honestly, what would be like a central area? Like, should we do this at the Great Deku Tree, right? You think?
That's where Soul is.
The Great Deku Tree is an option. The center of the town is an option. There is the cathedral at the southern area of town.
Ooh, that's pretty good too. I want Flora to be there. Is she capable of leaving the Great Deku Tree? Is it uncomfortable for her?
I suppose she could. I mean, she is still largely mobile.
Okay.
So she's able to leave the tree.
Okay. I would like to, just could pop a quick sending and ask her if she'd be more comfortable doing this at the Great Deku Tree or the center of town. Saying, she might want to get some time out of there and just kind of, since we're all coming together, obviously this would not be the same without her, you know what I mean?
So she replies back, she says, I mean, honestly, wherever you're most comfortable. If you need us to meet you somewhere, we in town, we can meet you somewhere in town.
Yeah. I'll have her, we should do this in the center of town. I want this to be something that's comfortable for everyone, if you know what I mean. No baggage or anything like that, like, because there's unfortunately the, like, looming tragedy of what once happened in the Great Deku Tree, whether other people remember it or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, she says, "All right, we'll meet you at the center of town."
Yeah. And yeah. Who? By the way, she said us. Like, who else is she bringing?
So. Flora makes her way into town. And once again, the crowd disperses. And in tow with Flora is a Kokiri wearing a cloak with the hood drawn, obscuring her face. And as she pulls back the hood, Flora is there with Saria. And Saria's eyes make a darting glance at the Saria that is adjacent to the party.
Mido being Mido again.
Yes. And all Saria says, while looking at Mido, the fake Saria, is, you absolutely refuse to grow up, don't you, Mido? And the facade drops and Mido is standing next to you. So
I just stare at him.
with that is a good closing part for the night.
I'm so glad Deacon does not understand the problems with doing that.
It was
God,
so
he is too
close.
young.
It was so freaking close. You picked up on the Wii. You constructed the thing so that they both came, and all, those could have had very different outcomes, but bringing
Definitely.
bringing Flora and Saria out of the Deku Tree into the heart of town puts all cards on the table. So,
Good term.
that being said, we did run a little bit late tonight, but you know what? It's been 3 weeks, and I'm super fucking excited about being back at this. So
Yeah.
I ran a little extra. I want to thank all our players for sticking with me tonight. I want to thank Leo, Stuffin, Gully, and Deacon for bringing this campaign back to life after our break.
Hell yeah.
And yeah. Any parting words? Leto.
So many questions.
So
But don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, whatnot like that.
yes. Go check out our link tree. Our link tree's in chat right now. If you are viewing this as a recording, wherever you're viewing it, there's the link to our link tree on that page. So absolutely click all those links. Once you get to those links, click all the buttons, and tell your friends, tell your relatives, tell every you know what. I want to. I was watching this thing like a while back that just reminded me of a person where they were talking about like their campaign. They're like, well, when did you feel like the campaign had like made it? Like, what was it? 100,000 subscribers. Like, what was your tell? And they said somebody made a shirt. Like they had no merchandising at the time. They're like, they liked the campaign so much that they made their own shirt. And I was like, that's fucking phenomenal. I would love to see that. Like back in the day, we had somebody make some artwork for the campaign that was running at the time. It was like the sweetest fucking thing. I still have it. I love it.
Nice.
So yes, like, you know what? Talking about it with people is great. Hitting all the buttons on and every one of our platforms is great. But like, yeah. And like taking, I guess what it is like the ability for someone to take time out of their everyday life and just be like, I want this for myself because I enjoyed it so much. I was like, that would be like the ultimate fucking thing. But it is a weird tension that I'm on right now. So yes, like Leto said, click all the links, click all the buttons. Absolutely. Deacon, any party words?
I just want to thank, everyone who's ever watched and everyone who's ever played. It's good to be back in the saddle, and it's always a highlight of my week. Thanks, boys. This is as good a time as any to go over some of the memories we've made over the years, and very nostalgic in its way.
Absolutely. Gully, anything parting?
Good time. Glad to be back. Everyone, continue watching.
Wonderful. Well put. And Stefan.
Yeah. I just want to throw an idea out to you, to Puck.
Mhm.
If we play on schedule, the next game would be November 3rd, right? 2 weeks from today.
I believe so.
Yeah. Halloween episode. Think about it.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
I'm down for that. We could,
But if we don't, happy Halloween to all who celebrate.
yes,
For sure.
It is my favorite holiday. Out of every,
Same.
yeah. So I'm excited for that. Maybe
Get to see all the nice, sexy costumes.
yes.
Hell yeah.
And by sexy costumes, I'm talking about me in a Deadpool
Nah, I'm not trying to see that.
onesie. You'd see me dressed up
Oh,
No, I
as.
want
man.
to see.
Uh,
Puck, I want to see you in your sexy costume.
Yeah,
Am
we
I-
gotta just cut to Puck dressed up as Saria, and it's just been his outlet this entire time.
you know what? Actually,
Cut to just Puck in like a crop top and booty shorts.
months ago, I went to a Viking festival, and maybe I could take the pictures and like color correct it, so I look like I'm in a fucking Link costume.
Nice.
I will personally Photoshop that for you.
Yes. Oh man. All right.
That will be the next thumbnail that I send you. Don't worry about it.
I'm down.
We'll
Alright.
get 10 billion views.
Yes, on the low end.
All
All right. So thank you everybody. Thank you for tuning in and watching. We will continue to get everything up as quickly as we can. I'll definitely throw the thumbnail for 67 on tomorrow. Whatever. It takes me 2 seconds, but I'm telling you, I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then I'll start to render at episode 68, and then we'll get episode 69 up as quick as we can. So thank you, everyone, and be happy, healthy, safe, and comfortable. And until then, we'll see you next time. So until then, thank you, and bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.